Apostolic must to hear this. Apostolic must to hear this. Pastor, no one go heaven. Why you no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh, apostolic must to hear this. Apostolic must to hear this. Pastor, no one go heaven. Why you no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh,
Aramidori, odori, odori, bazo, bala wama hija. Amala mi adori, ramgala dabu abu. Pastor, no one go heaven. Why no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven again. Come on, you ever touch money? Na pastor got up. Members donated, pull up a cover the pastor. And it's a pastor, got attacked by a woman, no gunman. Security where they got pastor, them no got pull up hookah. Members where they follow pastor, them no got pull up hookah. Only pastor and family, them they use pull up hookah. Pastor, no one go heaven. Why no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven.
apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Pastor, no one go heaven.
Pastor, no one go heaven.
Why no one go heaven?
Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh, apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this. Pastor, no one go heaven. Why you no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh,
Member worship picture, pastor, them no powers up. Security where they got pastor, them no got pull up hookah. Everybody come and hear pastor. Only pastor no die, oh, I saw more rolling pastor. One of them tell me so babalawo. One thing back when we fancy me ni babalawo. One man tell me that I have baby ati afa la jo ma ba jao. Kene ma fa jao. Pastor no one go heaven. Why no one go heaven? Pastor no one go heaven.
apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Why no one go heaven?
Pastor, no one go heaven.
Why no one go heaven?
Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh, apostolic must to hear this.
Pull up a cat of the pastor.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Not the miracle.
Pastor, no one go heaven. Why you no one go heaven? Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh,
Pastor no one go heaven. Pull up a cat of the pastor. Not the miracle. And it's over where man goes. One up and it out. Pastor Padi Olu, Ahura, Ola, the Padi. Apostolic must to hear this.
apostolic must to hear this.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Pastor, no one go heaven.
Why no one go heaven?
Pastor, no one go heaven again. Oh, apostolic must to hear this.
Pastor no one go heaven.
Apostolic must to hear this.
Why no one go heaven?
Pastor, no one
Go
go
heaven.
Why you no one
Go
go
heaven.
Pastor, no one go heaven again.
Pull up a cat of the pastor. Not the miracle. Apostolic must to hear this. 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 Pastor no one go heaven again.
ọmọ ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀yà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn ọmọ ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tilé tọkọ ẹ̀mí àpọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan mọ Adéyẹmọ. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tó ń jámọ̀ láyà bí ara orúkọ tó ń dẹrù bó lórúkọ náà. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sọ torí pé ìwòrà a kò lè fojú dé gbogbo láyé títa ríro lọ́dà kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o. Ọ̀wọ́n ẹni ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan lè ní má lọ́nà mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ àtìmọ̀ṣọ́ kan ká lè débi ilé. Ẹ̀já jọ gbárùkù tí Sunday Ìgbòho Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú alágbàdo òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ tòdèdè wodò sànyà ìsànyà òrẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sí náà ń tán sí i lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ṣe yín dágbàdàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òkúkú sọ́ràn ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn lálàsí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ tẹ̀sí gba bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho á ti kàn pọ̀pọ̀ sí i amúkan yòókù bọ̀ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ á fi ṣẹ̀rù wálé wàrà nìyí ọmọ onílé ọ̀la àwọn àjèjì tó ń ṣẹṣẹ ṣẹṣẹ tọ́láwọn oníbomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn oníbomi sànyà wẹ̀sẹ̀ ìgbà lójú gbogbo oníkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ̀sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òbí ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé ní lọ́sọ̀ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onílé rẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan dá òkúta òṣèṣe fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ní ti balùwẹ̀ òkọ́ sì fi kó dodo láyé yìí ó kù díẹ̀ ìtọ́ òdòdó láéláé ìtọ́ onílé lórí Sunday Ìgbòho arógun mákì tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní ilé tó kó.
Ìgbàgbọ́ àti dẹrù ìṣọ̀kan ìjẹ́jẹ́ síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ìlú ọ̀sìn ipò ìmọ̀lẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ àwa ni.
Again. No going back. Ìgbòho òòṣà iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i o. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, a máa délé lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yoruba nation.
Well, and a very good morning and welcome to the live transmission. Let's get our time into the conversation. Very, very important because of the history that we'll watch all these programs probably in another maximum. And so when Nigeria is 100 years old, so probably in another 100 years, people will have opportunity to watch some of these clips and they will be asking questions surrounding why and what and the reason we are where we are today. À ń bọ̀rọ̀ kan bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan kó tó di pé a tún fẹ́ padà sórí ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, a kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí Elédùmarè bá ní ká wà presently. This is a live transmission you're watching. I know some of you always want me to tell you when I'm coming live. This is a media platform. We can be live at any time and from any location around the world. We have representative of koikimedia, at least almost every part of the globe, and they can send me a short clip. They can go live for those that have access to some of our platforms. Mo kí wa káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé, mo kí gbogbo ìjọ Elédùmarè tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti èyí tó ń ṣe services, because we have a lot of churches, mosques, and tradition that are operating, and they're doing very well outside Nigeria, whether in Cuba, in Brazil, in the Far East of Asia, in Europe. I know a lot of Celestial Church in Europe. We have them in UK, we have them in America. And oríṣiríṣi ìjọ Salatu káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé tó jẹ́ pé for the purpose of Yoruba people ló ń lọ síbẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí àwọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó kì í ṣọmọ Yorùbá. Èmi náà ni ọmọ yín, àbúrò yín, olólùfẹ́ yín, koikimedia. And like I always say, we have a live coming from somewhere which I've just picked up from one of our team. Like I always say, there is a lot of our koikimedia team that are working around the clock. So let me bring a transmission of that to us, as I can see that is a signal that have popped up somewhere in Ondo State. So let us quickly bring that to our transmission that we are doing right now. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo topic tí a fẹ́ fi ṣàkọlé ti èní, and let's ask question. Who do we blame fún gbogbo problem atrocity tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ within the southwest of Yoruba land? Mo kí gbogbo ìyá wa tẹ́ tí ń wọlé tí ìbá ti dárúkọ yín gbogbo yín ni mo rí. Torí pé tá bá ti rí, okay, I think that has been disconnected, maybe because of internet, but this was coming just some few minutes ago. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wò.
Ohun tí report tí a mú wá fún yín ní àárọ̀ yìí. A wà nílùú Àkúrẹ́ báyìí, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ní ìlú Àkúrẹ́. A rí pé wọ́n blọ́ọ̀kì ọ̀nà pẹ̀lú àwọn tírélà. A dẹ̀ rí àwọn ọlọ́pàá náà tí wọ́n ti kọjá lọ báyìí. A dẹ̀ tí mọ ohun tí ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Tí ẹ bá wò báyìí, ẹ rí ibi tí tírélà, àmọ́ wọ́n ṣí ọ̀nà ibì kan tí ẹ̀gbẹ́ kan tó yẹ pé àwọn mọ́tò ń lọ, wọ́n ń bọ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti ṣe ń lọ, á tún jẹ́ kí ẹ máa gbọ́. Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ akànnì ká kàn sáré ṣe short video yìí ni kí ẹ lè mọ ohun tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣáìdì Àkúrẹ́ la wà náà, Àkúrẹ́ la wà báyìí. Ìlú Àkúrẹ́ la wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo, ibẹ̀ la wà. So bó bá tún ṣe ń lọ, á tún jẹ́ kí a máa fi tó yín létí. Ẹ ṣé gan, a ti ń padà ń bọ̀.
Koikimedia team that are working around the clock on a daily basis to bring what is happening, not just that again. We also, okay, somebody say Mr. Koiki. The only person, your name Mr. Koiki Tinubu, Obasanjo, and Obas are leaders in Yoruba's land that our problems we are facing now. Okay, let's keep the comment coming. Ẹ má bínú, mo fẹ́ gbé fídíò tí a fẹ́ lò láàárọ̀ yìí náà. Multiple tasks goes on. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń support the platform as well. Without you, we cannot do so much. But because of your support, we have been able to do a lot, and we are still doing a lot. Yoruba nation is non-negotiable. Mo fẹ́ pè laptop mi àti WhatsApp mi ni, so that's what I'm planning to do here, because only video kan tí mo fẹ́ gbé jáde. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo kí gbogbo wa káàkiri gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. My name is Yomi Koiki of KOKIMEDIA, and we say good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to the live transmission. That's the beauty of technology. I mean, things are becoming much more easy. Mo kí Yawa Evangelist Funkegi. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí èmi jókòó síbí kí wá máa fi mockery àwọn tó ní big church, pastor, wòlíì, babaláwo. But the question is, the current problem tá à ń face lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn ní Nàìjíríà, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, precisely because tá a bá ń gbọ́ táwọn bàbá wa kan bá ń sọ pé orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ṣé Nàìjíríà orílẹ̀-èdè wa ni àbí báwo? Once again, you're live with me at 9:45. So we'll be here till we link back again to the Star Radio. So that's why I started the program a little bit more early, so that we have more time to engage. My job here every day is to tell those at home that Nigeria is not working. But some disagree with me, and they're saying that Nigeria is working. It's just that the leaders that have operated in Nigeria for a very long time are the reason why Nigerians are suffering. I don't know whether you agree with that, whether that is the view of a lot of us before Koto Di Pe Oro Yoruba Nation Day, or maybe you disagree with such, is something that you would have to tell me. But we will have to see. There's a lot I want to share with us this morning. So we're going to be working from behind the scene. If you're wondering what kind of software Lapin broadcast, it's called the OBS. It's free, but on internet to that. If you don't know how to do that, you can just use your mobile phone. But if you want to learn, I know man learn it, so you can go on Google, on YouTube rather, and use that to train yourself. The reason why there's not a lot of opportunity in Nigeria is because Nigeria is a very, very difficult country. And, somebody like this, our beautiful sister, come across a video. Let's watch this video to start with this morning. Once again, my name is Yomi Koiki. There's a lot of Nigerians that are probably not concerned about Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, or the breakup of Nigeria. But Nigeria is already happening to so many of them as well. Let's listen to this together.
See you. Once again, Zenith Bank is not open. I came yesterday. These people they held my money for how many days? Look at the useless Zenith Bank. My domiciliary accounts, they just cleared it and they don't want to answer me. I cannot recharge, I cannot withdraw, I cannot transfer, and their bank is closed since yesterday. They were closed on Monday, they are closed today, they were closed last week. For goodness sake, what kind of rubbish bank did I go and open an account with? Just look at the bank. So this is Lekki 2. This is Lekki 2 and they are closed. This is Lekki. Look at them. They are closed. You cannot access your own money that you put inside the bank, but you cannot access it. This is Zenith Bank. Look at people are stranded. Look at everybody standing outside. People are stranded. Their own money, you cannot access it. See, this is Zenith. I don't know who sent me to be in Nigeria. Frustration. Your own money. It's not that Zenith Bank is my salary account. I will not have account with Zenith because it's salary account. That's why I went to open this useless bank. Oh, see me now. I can't access my account. My domiciliary account. I don't know if they cleared it. I don't know what happened, but I just cannot see any money on the account again. They are saying it's network issues. I shouldn't worry. Now the branch that is closest to me, those ones closed since 2 days. They are running. I don't know whether to laugh or cry or it's just tiring. I swear, I'm just tired of the whole thing. What kind of nonsense is this one? Hey God. Hey, who sent me to go and be in Nigeria? Maybe I could have just been in Tanzania or something. I went to go and be in Nigeria. I'm not even going to fight. Not say Brits. I didn't say American. I said Tanzania. I went to go and be in Nigeria. See me see problems, issues. Well, what can I say? It's to go and rest because I cannot come and kill myself every day. I spend hours on the road, come back empty-handed. It's frustrating, really.
ìnira yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Ìnira yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Yes, I support that. Yes, everywhere. Yes, lórí ìjọba máa lọ nìyẹn.
Let's come back quickly. The video I'm about to play, I've already posted it, okay? And that is already going on as we speak right now. So we have a signal. So this is going on live right now, koikimedia. So let's join them for a few minutes. So what you're watching right now is Eshegun Ekaro Yawa BC Makanjola Wani. Zenith has even closed for their customer to enter the bank. So this is Akure. I'm aware that Ijebu, they will be coming out tomorrow. Those that are, clamoring for the fuel scarcity that is currently becoming a big problem for so many Nigerians. Koiki, you seem to be very happy with this. I am more than happy. I want more shutdown of Nigeria and most especially in Yoruba land. Ewo topic akoleti agbejade and ask yourself, who should we be blaming for the atrocity that our people are currently facing? Taleka blame. Who are we meant to be blaming? Should we be blaming ourselves or should we be blaming, this contraction? There's going to be some few changes I want to do quickly because I feel linking Tonshi, Lossi, other platforms as well. So I should open the phone line briefly, and the reason for that is because I want to have engagement. But Kato ma lọ sí tó ń lọ yìí, ẹni tó bá ní multiple device, lè máa gbádùn program wa because like I said, koikimedia will come live from every part, including outside. We will continue to be also monitoring the situation in Turkey. Say no to fuel scarcity. Òun ni ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tí ẹ̀ ń wò yìí nísìnyí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó ń sọ. Tanika blame ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo fídíò kan tí do you want your presence is being used another live video? Do you want to reassign it? Do you want to continue? And continue. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a kí àwọn tíìmù wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ round the clock on the ground in Nigeria. It's not easy, but mo dúpẹ́ fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ believe in koikimedia, and that support. We are also making it what a DJ jáde gidi gan ni. Wow. We do not own the copyright to the music that they are playing on the ground. So Taba, music on play. So sometimes I might have to mute because of our own transmission here as well. So you are now watching a transmission. Ẹ jáde kẹ́ blọ́ọ̀kì everywhere. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní right láti jáde níbi tọ́rọ̀ dé nísìnyí. Ẹ gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde. Ẹ block everywhere. Ẹ jáde ní kíákíá. Once again, this is a live transmission all the way in Akure. Adema láti continue to support our ọmọ yẹn because yesterday I was able to do with the little that we got, but we will make sure that our team they will be protected and we will continue to support them. But mo fẹ́ ká wo fídíò kan tí mo bá pàdé tí èèyàn kan send sí mi tí bàbá wa tí mo dárúkọ pẹ̀lú tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀.
We are suffering.
Okay. No. Nisuru Babawa, only we are suffering. Mo fẹ́ lo video properly Dani. Like I said, I can bring the image of what is happening on the other side because of the technology is so good. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna screen tó ń lọ ní background, but I'm about ètò wa lọ torí pé it's a very busy day as usual. And this is what I love to do. The only thing tí mo mọ̀ ṣe náà ni share media àti fọbọ́ àti nulẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan láti ṣe. So tí bá wá ń fi media mi, mo sọ fún yín pé máa fi media mi bà ti Nigerian government jẹ́. Àwọn kan ní mo lè fi bàjẹ́. Mo ní ẹ̀yẹ́ máa wòran ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà yìí. Nigeria will collapse. Gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ̀rí rí láyé èmi á máa fi wọ̀nyí. And we have a lot of people that are also going to be giving us, things around the world. So I can now show you what is happening at the background. So right there, for the boss sound there, so you can continue to enjoy that. You are watching it live program. Now, so Àkúrẹ́ ni ó wà nísàlẹ̀ yẹn, so maybe I should just add so that ká lè máa mọ ẹlòmíì akọ̀wọlé Koiki kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn is a protest kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation o Àkúrẹ́ fuel protest, so but they have the right láti block everywhere. Kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ ara máa ní àwọn kan, kò sí nǹkan tá lè ṣe sí yẹn, àtayébáyé nìyẹn, èyí tó bá máa mú nǹkan tó dá wá àwọn kan láti suffer. So ìlú tèmi náà wà tí mo fi ń pariwo mọ́ government létí torí pé àwọn kan ló sacrifice fún, so táwọn kan bá ní yàtọ̀ sí pé èèyàn fẹ́ bímọ security bí nǹkan kan wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí àwọn yẹn kọjá. So let me put this one right there, so fẹ́ni tó bá ń ṣe join pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nísàlẹ̀ yẹn, so that is that. Like I said, all these àfitabárí pọ́pẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo rí pé a ní láti unmute. Okay, ó dà ń pẹ́ ní ìfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn, ẹja gbọ́n kan tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ quickly, ẹja unmute. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sílẹ̀ ní tó bá ní device kejì nínú ilé yín ẹ̀yẹn máa gbádùn yẹn lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí bàbá wa nínú Olúwa tí wọ́n bá wa sọ níbí báyìí ká reference ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà. KOIKIMEDIA live transmission. I will play the 2 minutes tàbá wa play ẹ̀ tán, and I hope because mo mute ara mi lẹ́ẹ̀mejì nígbà míì, so I want to be sure that màmá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ táwọn èèyàn lè gbọ́ mi. All right, my mic is on. Wọ́n sì mú rí ìgbéyàwó Agbémilékè káàbọ̀ sórí ètò Juliet tó sin ìyàwó Bísí Mákọ̀jọ́lá ni we should know that when God says I will take my people away from the bondage, Nigerians says it's not possible. What are we facing now? But the daddy kept mute before. Ẹ tí gbọ́n kan tí daddy fẹ́ sọ kánjú ni mọ́mì 4725 mo kí yín lórí Instagram, ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí Mixlr mo akílódé tí kò connect tó ń lò látẹ̀ nǹkan kẹ̀. A dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ti pẹ́ náà. Okay, I will have to see why that is not coming up. Ó kàn sọ pé ó ń lòdì ni tí program dẹ̀ tí kí ló dé tí kò connect. Ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa, ẹ jẹ́ kí n unmute mic tàbí báyìí náà ká ṣe máa gbádùn yẹn lọ́mọ bọ̀.
Bàbá mi àdé àrígbé àwọn security agents Nàìjíríà wọ́n wà bí àdẹ̀rí pé CP ti wá bí bàí láàárọ̀ yìí ó lè ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ìjẹ́ wọn á gbọ́ wípé CP sọ pé pé kẹ má block títì wípé kẹ má protest ṣé lóòótọ́ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ títí ti à block òun ló jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà rí bí oníkálukú ti ń pa block ní máa ṣe protest ẹbí ti wá ọ̀rẹ́ CP ni wọ́n tó máa ṣe lé nípa ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ rí pé àjàkọ́
Má bínú mo fẹ́ start.
Ẹ ṣe kọ́ ni bàbá mi, ẹ̀yọ́ kí lórúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ ṣe kọ́ ni sà. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí
ẹ má bínú mo mọ̀ pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìgbà tí mo rí kọ́mẹ̀ntì mi mo ti start again. Ẹ má bínú mi mọ̀ pé Mixlr yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ later mo ṣe ń rí kọ́mẹ̀ntì àwọn tèmi pé wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ má bínú mo ti stop ẹ̀ mo tún start again. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n share link yẹn síta torí ẹlòmíì bá rí link yẹn wọ́n ní mọ̀ pé a wà live. Ẹ má bínú mo ṣe rí pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni but it is too late mo ti close it. Ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo platform wa la ní ìpè ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa wà active, so ẹ jẹ́ kí n share link yẹn síta one more time torí àwọn èèyàn wa tó ń wò wá. Àkúrẹ́ níbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. Once again, we are watching a live transmission. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀yin tí ẹ já fi gbogbo ohun tó ń lọ ẹ ká kàn máa wo fídíò yẹn. Ẹ ṣé gan ẹ̀yin tí Mixlr ẹ má bínú, I didn't realize that it was actually on earlier. Thank you so much, Olaide, Oluwo, Alawo Baba, and the rest of you. I think 8 people have joined us so far on the Mixlr. So now, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ntí bàbá wa G.O. Adébóyè sọ níbí báyìí, ká tó wá máa digest ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ together.
Mighty God, we are suffering. Have mercy. Enough is enough. Oh, Almighty God, hey, please have mercy. Ṣàánú, Ọlọ́run ìyanu ṣàánú. Àjẹ̀bí, àrídì kankan sá sí, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jọ̀ọ́, nítorí orúkọ Jésù Kristi, ẹ ṣàánú fún wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ara àánú gbà. Ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ẹ ṣàánú ẹbí wa, ẹ ṣàánú ìjọ Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣàánú wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ẹ ṣàánú ẹ sọ òkùnkùn wa dè mọ́lẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ìnira yìí ti pọ̀ jù, olùdáǹdè ẹ ṣàánú, ẹ foríjì wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ sọ òkùnkùn wa dè mọ́lẹ̀, gbogbo àwọn tó ń tẹ̀ wá mọ́lẹ̀, àwọn tó ń rẹ́ wá jẹ, ẹ ṣàánú, Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ẹ ṣàánú, àjẹbí o, àwa ló jẹ̀bi o, Olódùmarè àjẹbí, àwa la múnú yín dùn, òun ni wàhálà fi dé. Dípò ká sọ pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ìṣe là ń sọ pé níbo lọ́lọ́rọ̀ ń wá, níbo lójú ẹ̀ wá, kí ló dé tó ń wo gbogbo eléyìí tó ń lọ yìí tí ò ṣe nǹkan. Bàbá ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ ṣàánú Nàìjíríà o, Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ọ̀gá ògo ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ẹ ṣàánú wa, ẹ ṣàánú ọmọdé, ẹ ṣàánú àgbà, ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù, ẹ ṣàánú àwọn tí ò ní pa, àwọn tí ò lólùrànlọ́wọ́, ọ̀gá ògo ẹ ṣàánú wa o, ẹ̀yin nìkan ṣoṣo náà nìrànlọ́wọ́ wa o, ẹ ṣàánú o, Olódùmarè ẹ ṣàánú.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ sí Àkúrẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mò ń padà bọ̀. Alright, ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyẹn sílẹ̀. Let's come back. Fídíò tá à ń lò lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ̀dà ó ti sá lọ lọ́lùpàá. Ẹ ṣàánú wa. Ta ni ká blame fún the situation tí à ń face? Mo fẹ́ lọ mú ti bàbá Adébóyè wá padà. So the video is somewhere right here. Okay, video. Almighty God.
We are suffering.
We are suffering. We know we are suffering, Baba. We all know we are suffering. We are suffering. We know that. But ta ni ká blame? Òun ni mo fẹ́ mú jáde nínú ètò yìí. Ìyàwó Evangelist Fúnkẹ́ Ìgè sọ pé it's too late for that, Baba. Okay. We are not. Bú bàbá o, torí mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́rọ̀ yìí dáadáa o. ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ mo fẹ́ ká digest ni ká dẹ̀ máa fi wo the way forward lórí ìrìn àjò Yorùbá people in Nigeria of today. So many things ni bàbá sọ àbọ̀rọ̀mọ̀yé yín nísìn àwọn ọmọ wa náà ni wọ́n ń protest nísàlẹ̀ yẹn nísìn. So mo ti ṣí phone line ìyẹn kankan ò ní bú wọn kò ṣe pé àwa máa pè ká máa no. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ yẹn ǹjẹ́ ó wà in reality pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá à ń fèsì lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá get wa lórí studio number lánàá ẹ má bínú because àtẹ̀rántí tọ fóònù yẹn it's just too much work. Mo kí gbogbo ẹni tí wọlé ẹ yẹ ká máa gbọ́ lọ dẹ́ẹ̀kan díẹ̀ sí ní ìsàlẹ̀ in tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni protest ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ̀n tó tún Sunday. So now ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá láwa fẹ́ lò èyí tó ń lọ nísàlẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ máa gbọ́ yẹn ẹ lo device mi nínú ilé yìí kẹ́ máa fi gbọ́ yẹn ẹ yẹ ká tún lọ again. Bàbá ní kí Ọlọ́run kó wá ṣàánú wa ṣé Ọlọ́run ò dá wa dáadáa tẹ́lẹ̀ ni la ṣe wá ń sọ fún pé kọ́nà wá ṣàánú wa ok ó dà pé ìyá wa kan fẹ́ pè wá torí pé èmi ò mọ̀ ìyẹn mo ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá láàárọ̀ ẹ ló kọ́là.
Mr. Koiki.
ẹ ló mọ́mì ẹ káàbọ̀ mà.
Ojú ò ní tì í.
Àmín Jésù Kristi.
Àwọn alálẹ̀ tó dá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn á kọjú sí yín wọn á ṣe yín lórí.
Àmín.
Ohun gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá béèrè láṣẹ àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ òní á jẹ́ tiyín rẹ̀.
Ẹ bá mi ṣàmì ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àmín Jésù Kristi.
Ẹ ní fojú sunkún ọmọ.
Àmín o àmín.
Ẹ ní fojú sunkún aya.
Àmín.
Àwọn òbí wọn wà ní fojú sunkún yìí.
Àmín ìyá Òdùà.
Ìyà bó ṣe kéré tó lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹni bá wọn jẹ nínú ìyà.
Àmín.
Ojú bá ti àwọn ènìyàn ojú òní tì í.
Àmín Jésù Kristi.
Orí yín ò ní gbà bọ̀dé.
Àmín.
Ìyá mi a máa ṣàdúrà kan. A ní àárín mọ̀rìwò ní àárín ègún onímọ̀rìwò tí ń ṣe ọ̀ṣọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà.
Àmín.
Ṣé rí inú mi bàjẹ́ inú mi dẹ̀ dùn. Ṣé rí bàbá? Bàbá wọ́n jẹ́ ara àwọn tán pa Nàìjíríà jẹ́.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n jẹ́ ara ṣé rí àwa yìí jẹ́ àwa tó ṣe pé nígbà kan tá a bá ti gbọ́ preaching bàbá báyà àti ìlè sùn àti ìlè jẹun. Bọ̀ bàbá jẹ́ ẹnì ṣé rí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ kíyèsí àwọn kankan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá. Ṣé rí tọ́rọ̀ bá ti dọ̀rọ̀ owó bàbá ò ní sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹwà àtìgbà tó ti ń gbé àwọn èèyàn pa ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ti ń kidnap tí wọ́n ti ń gbé àwọn èèyàn pa wọ́n rántí pé kọ́lọ́run ṣàánú wa right.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n gbàgbé nígbà yẹn yẹ wọ́n rántí.
Wọ́n gbàgbé wọ́n ń sùn
wọ́n lè má rántí.
Okay that's good. ṣé rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
everybody ó jẹ
breakfast àjẹyó
àti àjẹṣẹ́kù. Ṣé bó ti ń kàn wọ́n báyìí lọ́rọ̀ pé bóyá àwọn ọmọ kò lè nìyẹn báyìí òun làwọn nìkan ni ó jẹ ní gbogbo kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn pátápátá ṣé gbogbo àwọn GOC olè onírọ́ pátápátá ni wọn olè onírọ́ so ní ìsìnkí Elédùmarè wọn rántí Elédùmarè mo rò pé ní Sátánì lélẹ́dùmarè.
Wọn bí àṣẹrántí Elédùmarè tó wà a lè má rántí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Gbogbo wọn ìṣẹ̀ṣe last bàbá mi torí ọlọ́ọ̀mọ gbé tó bọ̀ ẹ̀mí yín á gùn àjọ dé orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ni láṣẹ Elédùmarè.
Àmín ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè náà ìyẹn mo ṣe gbé nọ́mbà yẹn wá sókè kẹ lè rí kẹ má sọ pé Koiki hide nọ́mbà a ṣe ní títí di 11 o'clock ká tó lọ join ní Star Radio UK. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ dá sí kò ń ṣe pé à ń bú bàbá wa but wọ́n ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí kò yé wa ẹ jẹ́ ká tó gbọ́n tó sọ.
God, we are suffering.
Ṣé àsọ́fà tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré fún yín ní statistics Nàìjíríà mò ń bọ̀ in terms of ìlú tẹ́bi ń pajù ní gbogbo àgbáyé ìlú tẹ́bi ń pajù ní gbogbo àgbáyé lẹ́ni àtúntò ní kọ́là mi tó ń pè ẹ ló kọ́là. Ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bá a dá sórí ètò ní kọ́mọ́rípẹ́ ti jí pè mí tẹ́lẹ̀ ká má lọ máa mix ara wa together ẹ má bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ẹ tó ń pàǹpẹ̀ láti orí the other number ẹ má disturb wa o ẹ ló kọ́là ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ dá sórí ètò ní sà. ẹ̀hún náà ni mo sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ létà máa pè létà tí bá ṣe tán. Alright sir. Ẹni tó ń pè láti Àlímọ̀ṣọ́ wrong number lè ń pè number 1 tàbádẹ́gbé ó máa ní impact so ìnà tàbádẹ́gbé ẹ máa ní àgbékọ̀ so ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ̀ release mo fi lọ mú bàbá ní ká ṣàánú mo fi lọ mú kíní tí máa ń lò jáde ó ti jẹ́ mẹ́ta bá ti lò ẹ̀hún lélẹ̀.
Àwọn sójà ti ọwọ́ bíbá báyìí.
Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o?
Àwọn sójà ọwọ́ bíbá yìí wọ́n fẹ́ kọjá.
Okay, wọn náà sójà fi kọjá ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo poverty world clock yìí ká wo ibi tí Nàìjíríà wà in terms of èyí tí bàbá wa ṣe ń sọ pé kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú wa pé ìyà wà Nàìjíríà okay kọ̀ọ̀kan ti wọlé ẹ má bínú àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀tí pé ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹ jẹ́ sáré return ẹ má pe nọ́mbà tó bá ti ń ṣe studio mo WhatsApp mi tinú orí laptop mo reason ti sound ń jáde mo ní láti disconnect it because all these notification mo like it turn off all notification ó yẹ báwa máa ṣe briefly ọgbọ́n sókè ẹ go straight to the point à ń gbọ́ yín ẹ gbóhùn sókè àti ń gbọ́ yín ẹ̀ló yẹn ti di mẹ́ta ẹ gbóhùn sókè à ń gbọ́ yín oh my god adé ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ẹ̀ló tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn ti pọ̀ jù ètò nìyẹn à ń gbọ́ yín àmín.
Lámàrí bá gbogbo ara dé náà lórí.
Ìyẹn ti confam lágbára Elédùmarè.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó wà fún ìjámọ̀ gbogbo kí ni ẹ ti sọ bí ọdún mẹ́rin láyé ìdájọ́ ń pariwo kí ni. Ẹgbẹ́ ń pariwo àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ tọ́lẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń lọ ìdílé bó gbogbo mi ò ní ọgbọ́n dùn mí ara inú mi dùn tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bí táwọn lọ ìrìn àjò ẹ̀kọ́ mi yá. Oye ìgbà alágbá kó tún lè sí àdúrà tì mí.
Kó tún lè sí.
Yeah, go lazy.
Bàbá wa ní kó tún lè ṣe làwọn ń gbàdúrà. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ káàbọ̀. Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń wò yìí the capital poverty of the world tí bàbá wa Débóyè fi sọ pé kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú Ọlọ́run ṣàánú elédè kódà ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà èmi nìyẹn sà.
Lágbàárọ̀ títí Yorùbá bá jiná wọn ti fi ṣàyíkọ́ ní ìṣàwátì.
Àmín.
Amájọ́jọ́rọ̀ yìí ni. Ó là á kàkà lórí Yorùbá ní Yorùbá ní jásá sọ. Ẹni gbọ́mọ sí ẹni gbéyàwó sí. Gbogbo tó dáa ní ìgbésí ayé èṣù nípa ayé. Ètò ìdáná òkú ọ̀run wa tún ṣe fún yín. Ṣé ẹni mo fẹ́ dá sétò ní ọ̀sán? Mo fẹ́ dá sétò ní South Africa mo ti pè é.
Ẹ ti wà lórí ẹ̀sán.
Tí bàbá bá mọ̀ pé èèyàn Ọlọ́run gidi ló Ọlọ́run pè ó. Ìgbà tó yẹ kó ṣe oore fún àwọn èèyàn tí ìyà jẹ lé. Tí bàbá kó gbé pé ẹ̀kọ́ lọ gba àkọ́tà kó mú ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí ìyà jẹ kó bẹ̀ sí máa pé owó yẹn. Ìbọn tó sọ pé kó ta àwọn nǹkan yẹn pé kó fẹ́ sọ Ọlọ́run. Báwo tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run lélẹ̀? Báwo tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run lára àwọn èèyàn lélẹ̀?
Wọ́n lè máa ṣe kẹ́ máa mọ̀ because wọ́n fún alẹ́ evidence wọ́n lè máa ṣe.
Kò sí pé bàbá
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Ìtúlẹ̀ ó lè ṣe pamọ́ owó orí rẹ̀ ò lè ṣe orí pamọ́ o. Tí o bá fẹ́ ṣe bí ìwọ́n náà kúkú là ń ṣe bí ọ̀tún là ń ṣe dáadáa. Bí bàbá bá gbé owó fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àwọn ará ló yá gbogbo pẹ́ńsìsì ẹ máa fún olóyè báyìí máa fún olóyè báyìí. Kọ́ máa tọ́ àgbà àwọn fún ọ tẹ́ẹ̀mì ní kó ṣe nílé yìí. Gbogbo tó ní sùúrù ìwé kó lọ́kọ́ wá ìdìbò tó lọ́kọ́ pípẹ́ ìbọn tó kọ́ bẹ̀ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ọlọ́run lára yọ̀. Ọkọ̀ tó ń fi ẹ̀kọ́ máa ọkọ̀ tó ń fi tó yẹ kó lò lélẹ̀. Ìbọn pa pé ìyá àjàwọ̀ yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tẹ́ẹ̀tù ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe lélẹ̀. Ẹ̀kọ́ yìí máa ní ìtú gbogbo ọkọ̀ rẹ̀ tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ pápátá. Kò sígbà tí mo kí wọn program yìí o, máa jókòó ti program yìí 24/7. Tẹ́ bá ṣe lóògùn máa wà pẹ̀lú ilé òògùn. Tó mo ti gbàdúrà fún yẹn tó sọ pé fẹ́ bá ṣe owó yẹn jẹ́ òkú máa bá ṣe owó yìí. Gbogbo ìjọba bẹ́ẹ̀ ní jèrè iṣẹ́ yín láyé. ọ̀run máa dùpà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ṣọ́ ló pé ìríjì ìṣòwò iláyé. Gbogbo ẹ̀ṣọ́ ló pé dáadáa tó ṣe pé tó bá ìríjì rẹ̀ gbogbo wọn máa pa ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀. Bí bàbá òun ní pé bàbá ń pariwo. Bí bàbá máa kó ọjọ́ síta gbogbo owó tó ní kó máa ná gbogbo ẹ̀ ìgbà tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ náà lára yàn lórí kó máa lè pè pé èèyàn náà ni bí kó máa pariwo kó tó máa gba kó tó sóde kó tó máa gba dáàtì kó máa gba ọ́fìn lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Ó wọn láwọn ìtú bàbá mi tó fi ẹ bá ní kó tó máa fa àwọn ojú ẹ̀ tó máa pa owó sí because gbogbo ìdáná ìwà máa dínkù. Àtọ̀rẹ́ máa dínkù. Òótọ́ lèmi sọ fún yín. Nǹkan tó mú gbogbo wọn jáde nìyẹn o. Ó ń jáde tó kópa gbogbo wọn máa lọ fún àwọn tí ìyá jẹ. Ẹ ṣe ogun ẹ máa bẹ́ẹ̀
ẹ ṣe gan ni, thank you so much. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Hello caller.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ẹ̀yin tún ẹ wá bá mi ti background yẹn ìyẹn ẹ bá mi pa yín mọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá ẹ pa mọ́lẹ̀.
Ok.
Ẹ pa yín mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ṣe gan ni sà.
Ṣé o ti kú báyẹn?
À ń gbọ́ yín nísìn orí fóònù ká ti máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Olúwa ṣeun ẹ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà.
Èmi ni ẹ.
A máa kíra wa kú àṣeyọrí ni.
Àmín.
Bí ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan tó sọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan fún yẹn tó sọ̀rọ̀ pé kò le jù yẹn lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó máa le jù yẹn lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ok. Ó sì ń feed yìí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ nínú ilé yẹn ẹ mute ẹ pa o ó sì ń padà. Ok ẹ má bínú ok látọ̀dọ̀ mi sorry.
Ní ẹ mo ti pa.
Ó yá mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Kí ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé.
Wọ́n ti parí protest lọ for now. Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Kí ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ṣé ẹ rí àgbàdo nígbà kan tán ni pé ká máa bẹ èṣù lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn rò pé àṣìgbàdúrà ni.
Ok.
A ti bẹ èṣù lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ òun ló kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ kí bàbá gan kọ́kọ́ ṣìṣe tí ò jẹ́ kó step down. Ó jẹ́ kó gbé bàbá olùdẹ̀ fi tí òun kú nǹkan ló máa lulẹ̀ àjẹ́dọ̀ òde. Bàbá ti lulẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ ti dojúrú ó túbọ̀ máa dojúrú sí lọ ni. Wọ́n sì máa dojúrú bí eléyìí kò lè ṣe é tò. Eléyìí tí bàbá Adébóyè sọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Man of God mi ò fẹ́ ṣẹ̀ sí wọn.
No àtẹ̀gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni àtẹ̀bùn wọn rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó ti léèdì jù fún bàbá láti ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa sọ fún bàbá nísìn. Ẹ̀rù rúmọ̀ kan tán sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tán sọ pé ibi tó bá ti di ọ̀rọ̀ tó lówó dé ni bàbá ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo máa ń fọ́lù bàbá gbàrà tí mo dé lùú yìí. Tí bàbá bá wá sí London máa ń lọ bẹ̀. Brọ́dà mi wà lára àwọn tó máa ń donate. Nínú kíní bàbá ń gbà yẹn. Bàbá lọ ra private jet. Ṣé bàbá fẹ́ fi.
Wọ́n nídìí yẹn láti wọ́n wọ́ọ̀dù gbogbo àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ máa lọ through normal jet náà torí kó lè máa tètè yá.
No. Bàbá ló kọ́kọ́ start kìíní yẹn. Bàbá ló kọ́kọ́ start kìíní yẹn. Nǹkan a lot of people ló withdraw nínú donation yẹn. Ṣé gbọ́ mi sìn? Ṣé ẹ wí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Ọ̀rọ̀ wá dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ amúkùnlé. Wọ́n lẹ́rù ẹ̀rọ. Wọ́n lókè lẹ́wọ̀. Wọ́n lẹ́rù sàlẹ̀. A máa wà ń lé, a máa ṣe wàhálà. Owó tá a lè ná sí ẹnu ara wa. A máa sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sílé. Fáwọn èèyàn wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fáwọn èèyàn wa lówó kan oúnjẹ sílé. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni wọn ò tí ì rí kankan. Wọn ò tí ì rí nkẹ́kẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Pàtí chief sórí Ìgbòho.
Ṣá ìmọ̀lẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Mo láwọn mẹ́rin tí mo lè pè tí mo lè sọ pé kọ́kọ́. Mo sọ fún wọn mo ní bàbá tí wọ́n mú yìí Sunday Ìgbòho. Mo ní ẹnu kọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ṣí fúfú ní màyàn máa gùn padà wọ Nàìjíríà.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ ṣí fúfú ló máa gùn wọlé padà.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ẹ ṣe gan ni sir. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣe gan dáàdi wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run thank you so much. Òtútù tó ń bẹ láàárọ̀ yìí mo ń gbọ́ nínú voice yẹn tí dáàdi wa fi pè. Kò ń ṣe pé ká wá máa pè ká bú bàbá ńlá kọ́ là ń sọ o. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ afẹ́fẹ́ relate mọ́ ohun tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà ìyẹn gangan ló ṣe pàtàkì. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni tó ń pè wá mo kàn máa dìde lórí chair ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ lè má respond mo ní láti gbé kọ́ ẹ̀. Àti ní kẹ́yìn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́ẹ̀ dáhùn lọ́ọ̀ máa pẹ̀ padà àti ní kẹ́yìn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́ọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
Mo dá nípa ìwọ́n bàbá sọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Àjẹjọ́ pé wọ́n mọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́. Ó jáde mọ́ àgbéká àjọ máa ṣe ń dá ìjẹ́ lọ. Ẹ má yẹ kí a pè mú bàbá.
Okay.
Just like that. I'm not judge one just like that. Because the body language, because that man, the people that all support
Wọ́n sọ ẹni sùúrù nǹkan mi lẹ́yìn tún sọ yìí wọ́n support ìrìn àjò owó lẹ́ sọ yìí.
Nígbà míì nípa ìrìn àjò Yorùbá kò sọ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kan náà ń bá wa sọ nísìnyí à ń sọ generally ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà tí ọmọ Yorùbá ń bẹ nínú ẹ̀ kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tó dá ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ẹni sùúrù hello kọ́là àjọ hello ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ṣé ẹ̀ gbọ́ rárá tí mo ní kẹ́ ṣe hello ẹ̀ gbọ́ rí mo ní kẹ́ ṣe sùúrù ọ̀rọ̀ ìrìn àjò kọ́là ń sọ nísìn à ń sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà tí ọmọ Yorùbá wà nínú ẹ̀ ní bàbá ń support Yorùbá nation kọ́là ń sọ so bí ẹ gbọ́ gbogbo kan bí ẹ ṣe join program kan ẹlòmí àpọ̀ join program láàrin méjì. So kí la wá ń sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation àtọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò tí sọ pé wọ́n support Yorùbá nation kọ́ ni mo sọ nísìn.
nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìrìnà nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà mo gbà sọ.
So kí lẹ tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation sí.
bàbá kan ti wà fed up already tẹ́lẹ̀.
Okay.
Bàbá kan ti wà fed up already.
Okay.
lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó ní àwọn àdúrà kan tí a máa ń ṣe ní àárọ̀ láàárọ̀.
Okay.
níbẹ̀ wọ́n á mọ̀ àrú àwọn àdúrà tí a máa ń gbà lórí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà gbogbo ilẹ̀ borí àti other kind of a thing.
Okay.
lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí so tí nǹkan báyìí bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́bàá wò ẹ máa ń gbé bàbá ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní Yorùbá wọn sọ ní English.
Okay.
ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àdúrà yẹn Yorùbá ni bàbá fi sọ.
Okay.
lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ everything tí a bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Bàbá gbogbo ìgbé inú kan báyìí.
So àlè máa sọ pé bí wọ́n fi bí kóòdù sọ̀rọ̀.
Àwọn ni bàbá ń tọrọ àánú fún. Bàbá kò dárúkọ àwọn politician kò dárúkọ àwọn olórí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
Okay.
Tí ó yín bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn.
Ṣé ẹni sùúrù ṣé fídíò yìí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fídíò yìí ni because a kì í mọ fídíò tó owó àti tó ní ṣọ́ṣẹ̀ ṣe léyìí ni.
Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe ni.
Okay, so new video nínú ọdún yìí ni kò ń ṣe last year.
Nínú ọdún yìí.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ọ̀dà.
Bàbá mọ̀ tó yẹ kò ṣe dárúkọ àwọn olórí kò yẹ tọrọ àánú fáwọn olórí.
Okay.
Ó tọrọ àánú fáwọn mẹ̀kúnnù.
Àánú fáwọn mẹ̀kúnnù táwọn olórí ò ṣe dáadáa sí àbí.
So kí a máa tẹ̀lé máa gbẹnu àtẹ́lù nǹkan tí ò yẹ ká gbẹnu àtẹ́lù.
Review là ń ṣe lórí fídíò yẹn kò ń ṣe náà àtẹ so ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá tò lẹ́ máa wà lórí mísẹ́là mo mọ̀ pé mẹ́mbà lẹ́yìn so ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí fídíò yẹn ẹ ká tún gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí.
Have mercy. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough, but when we look at Nigeria today níbi táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá náà wà nínú ẹ̀ we are part of the data yìí gan ó yẹ kó ti updated this data tí ó wà ní bíbá ó yẹ kó ti wà updated because we are now in 2023 133 million Nigerians including Yorubas are in abject poverty as we speak this morning 133 million so the question is why tí wọ́n pẹ́ kó ṣe jẹ́ kó pẹ́ ní 2023 ni wọ́n ṣẹ̀ wá ní kí Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù.
Almighty God, please have mercy.
Okay.
Ṣàánú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni a fẹ́ k'Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa bọ̀ ṣé n tó yẹ kó pẹ́ títí di wákàtí yìí ni àbí tó yẹ kó ti wáyé because tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ti ń lu bẹ́ẹ̀lì yìí láti bí some 4 years ago because when Buhari came everybody thought Buhari was going to do the best but àti wá rí pé Buhari ti lulẹ̀ he's not doing anything ẹ bá ṣe briefly because I need to start getting ready for the next half an hour. I'm going. Ìyàn kan ní for the first time Baba look very concerned ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá wa ẹgbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà Ọlọ́run ṣàánú ẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́nà ń lọ kọ́lọ́run ṣàánú sí àdúrà ṣìṣẹ́ ó máa gbà bọ̀dù lórí Nàìjíríà yẹn irọ́ ni kò sí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú kankan mọ́. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú Nàìjíríà tipẹ́tipẹ́ àti ní kúdọ̀ ẹ̀ àti ní gold àti ní pẹ̀pà ní everything. Àlò fún Ọlọ́run tó Ọlọ́run ṣàánú Nàìjíríà kankan mọ́. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́ máa ṣàánú sí. Tó gbogbo kí ẹ irọ́ ni
nǹkan tó ní kò fẹ́ sọ torí máa kọ́ pé lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn tó pè wọlé pé nípa ti àlátàwọn lásìkò èmi náà ti láti ṣe é tì ní 2019 mo ti lá. Ìgbà tó fẹ́ wá sílé wọn ní gbogbo 2020 yẹn mo pe bàbá gbàgede mo dúpẹ́ yín náà ẹ̀ gbé nígbà tó kù 3 days lọ́lọ́run fi hàn mí pé ọ̀fẹ́ náà àtà ìpọ̀ tó gbé kò sẹ́ni tó gbé. Alágéjì tí mo tún wá lá nípa ẹni pé ìgbà tó yá àwọn ọba Yorùbá balẹ̀ Yorùbá ọlọ́ba Ìgbòho ní ọlọ́ba rẹ̀ ní àìgbọ́dọ̀ tó balẹ̀ fún mi pé ọba ní ọdún ó wà rẹ̀ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ọba fún kọ́kọ́rọ́ kan wà gbà kọ́kọ́rọ́ yìí. Tó wá tí ń bọ̀ wá tẹ gbogbo àwọn tẹ́wọ́ rẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ wá bí. Tó ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà kò sí ìkọ̀kọ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́ ọba gbé mo ṣe kó ìṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Pásítọ̀ wa nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ní sọ láti bẹ́ẹ̀ ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ pásítọ̀ Ṣẹ́gun Adébáyọ̀ Joshua. Kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ Nàìjíríà fún níwájú Ọlọ́run ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni ó lè kálukú máa lọ láti sọ ẹ̀kú ètò.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa mo wá kí gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa náà nínú Olúwa àkí bàbá wa Adébóyè náà bẹ́ẹ̀ la kí bàbá wa Winners àwa ń kí gbogbo wọn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ la ń kí gbogbo ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n sọ pé kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ̀n tó ń sọ.
Ọlọ́run yanu ṣàánú àjẹ̀bí.
Ok èmi ò mọ àwọn tó jẹ̀bi but èmi ò jẹ̀bi so bí àwọn jẹ̀bi but àwọn ò jẹ̀bi bí àwọn ẹ jẹ́ ká wo fídíò yìí this is what Nigeria is doing to our people. ẹni tó ń rìkọ́dì rẹ́rìn fẹ́ni yẹn ó fọ́nì èèyàn lówó gbà ní bank ebi ń pa bọ̀ fẹ́ni tí ó ń rìkọ́dì yìí ó fọ́nì àbẹ́ ríran ẹni yẹn rẹ́rìn ó rẹ́rìn tí èèyàn yíra nílẹ̀ẹ́lẹ̀ tó ní owó tó rówó gbà nínú bank àwa ń pe Ọlọ́run pé kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú kábíyèsí Elédùmarè briefly ni ẹ bá ṣe ìgbọ̀n wa ay ní time púpọ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ briefly ẹ go straight to the point à ń gbọ́ yín ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ là ń gbọ́ yín.
Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá rẹ̀ fún ẹ ní ká dá sílé rí?
Ìtẹ̀bára lẹ́nu ẹ̀ náà lẹ́ máa dá sí.
Èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ní ká má fẹ́nu ẹ̀ jẹ́. Kò sí àwọn fẹ́nu ẹ̀ jẹ́ bá anybody. Òtítọ́ korò ni. Òtítọ́ ó korò. Ọmọ CAC lèmi náà. A máa ń fi àdúrà jagun. Wọ́n ti fi àdúrà jagun lẹ́gbọ́n kí wọ́n tó bí mi èmi náà gbé àdúrà náà rìsọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà dáadáa. Sẹ́rí ẹ jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ fúnra wa ní second thought. Nígbà wo ẹ pé bá a ṣe ń ṣe Christianity wa tí ò gbé wá síbi kan ẹ tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ká change. Gbogbo àdúrà ká máa ń gbà pé kí Ọlọ́run bá wa tọ́jú Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká change ẹ pé Ọlọ́run bá wa wó Nàìjíríà. Ká tiẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún nínú ọdún ká máa kó jẹ́ opposite ẹ̀ ní ká máa gbà fún Nàìjíríà. Bóyá gbà yẹn láyé wa máa dà. Ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Because bàbá ṣe ń jáde wọ́n ní bàbá máa ń sọ. Nínú chọ́ọ̀chì mélòó ni bàbá nílà ní òye nínú àwọn ọmọ chọ́ọ̀chì lóye nípa Nàìjíríà dé. Ṣé wọn àwọn olówó ìdáwọ́ ọlọ́ chọ́ọ̀chì bàbá? Bàbá ò ní respect. Ọlọ́ọ̀ ṣe bàbá lágbára tó bàbá ń bẹ̀rù àti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run fún wọn ní agbára Ọlọ́run pè wọ́n o bàbá bẹ̀rù àti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run jáde. Ẹjọ́ jáde ẹ má já kó kí Nàìjíríà máa lọ kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn is a game kó máa lọ. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ jẹ́ wá gbọ́n tí bí bàbá wọ̀ kí n gbọ́ bàbá wa Professor Wọlé Ṣóyínká mo kàn fi líǹkì mọ́ ọkàn tí bàbá wa tó ń sọ pé kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́n tí bàbá wa Professor Wọlé Ṣóyínká ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé ó ní làákàyè ó ní ìmọ̀ tó dáa ẹ má kó pẹ́ o because ẹ mọ̀ pé táyì bá ti pè wọlé ẹ má drag ẹ láàárọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ straight to the point quick one ni I'm glad I'm glad bàbá ń fọ̀rọ̀ sábẹ́ àwọn sọ ni wọ́n ò fẹ́ sọ fún ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ nemesis ẹ̀san ti dé. And there's time for everything. So ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ àsìkò tá a wà nìyẹn. Àtàwọn àti gbogbo wọn tó ń parọ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ọjọ́ kankan. Ẹ̀san ti dé. So wọn ọmọjọ́ tẹ̀sán ẹ máa land.
Báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ wọ́n parọ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ọjọ́? Èyí bá wọn lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni. Ìbá àwọn ọjọ́ ló ń dáwó lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́.
nígbà tó lúwẹ̀ ọ̀fọ́ lójú. Wọ́n ní kọ́ máa
bọ̀ àwọn kọ́ ni gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà bàbá kọ́ ni gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì it's not the federal government. I'm just trying to play a devil advocate. Okay àti mo ti gbà pé òsì bàjẹ́ wà nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì. Okay sorry má bínú ẹgbẹ́ àìmọ́ wọ̀nyí.
Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ hand in hand.
Okay.
Ẹ̀sìn ló fi fọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa lójú. Òun làdúrà ṣe ń gbà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá làdúrà ṣe ń gbà ní Nàìjíríà wọn. Ọkọ fi ẹ̀sìn gba spirituality which is ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn gba ìṣẹ̀ṣe lọ́wọ́ tiwa. Bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà dẹ̀ mú tán. So kọ́ọ̀tì ni gbogbo wọn. Ṣebí wọ́n pe bàbá Adébóyè ó lọ bá Pope kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo ọjọ́ ṣe meeting tó pe gbogbo àwọn ìmáàmù gbogbo àgbáyé tó pe wọ́n pọ̀. Ọlọ́run ṣe kí ló ṣe ń gbé kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ meeting ní kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ you are fighting against the will of God which is the will of the people. Ẹ ń fi àdúrà ẹ pe Jésù ẹ fi ń bò ó tọ́. Àsìkò tí wàá tó ń sìn ẹ máa wẹ̀ sàn. I'm telling you Nemesis is here. Astrology that you always keep mentioning about it has everything to do with it. Àsìkò ẹ̀sán láwà the stars are aligned. So bọ́n fẹ́ bọ́ kọ̀ wọ́n á jẹ gbà ẹ̀. Wọ́n bá ara jet kan fò lọ anywhere tó bá wà ní àgbáyé wọ́n máa jẹ gbà ẹ̀. Because what they do not realize is gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe àtọ̀hún wa gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ lẹ́sẹ̀ is being recorded. The universe records everything. So àsìkò tí wàá tó sìn láti keep judgement. So ká máa wò nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Báwa Yorùbá tá a bá jáde síta the stars have been aligned. What will happen will happen. Tàbá kọ̀ tá a ṣe kan tó yẹ ká ṣe. Àwọn áńgẹ́lì àgbéra wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́. That's all I have to say.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. À ń wo gbogbo tó lọ ní Turkey kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ẹ wo ọmọ kékeré tó ń fún lómi mú kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ọmọ ti há sáàrin méjì ipa kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Ẹni tó bá wo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń lọ ní Turkey lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ máa mú ẹ bó tó bá tún wo ti Nàìjíríà láti 62 years kábíyèsí Elédùmarè Turkey lélẹ̀ tẹ̀ ń wò yìí kábíyèsí Elédùmarè bó ṣe wù ló ń ṣọlẹ̀ ó pa gbogbo ẹ̀rẹ́ ó ní tóun bá dé ó ní kò sẹ́ni tó máa mú òun. Ǹjẹ́ àsìkò tí ń súnmọ́ náà fún Nàìjíríà báyìí ǹjẹ́ wà ó ti wà nínú earthquake rí àbí earthquake kò tí ì ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà láti 62 years mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí bá wa dá sí ìlú Turkey kọ́nà ọba Elédùmarè ó dáwọ́ ibi dúró díẹ̀ 34,000 people ló wà under injury lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ over 8,000 people have died between Syria ilé ń dàwó ó ń dàwó ṣìkìṣìkìṣìkìṣìkì kábíyèsí Elédùmarè àtọmọ tuntun lọ́bí a few month old baby pull alive Ọlọ́run ní tásìkò ìgbà ìtì tó òun ní pààyàn a few month old baby pull alive and healthy from the rubble of the 40 hours. Ẹ jẹ́ padà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àní kí ni bàbá ń sọ sẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ tún rewind ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí.
Almighty God, we are suffering.
Bàbá
have mercy.
Bàbá ní have mercy ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá wa Wọlé Ṣóyínká ìtàwọn sọ nísàlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn.
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this war is on our doorstep.
Ṣé bàbá wa Professor àwọn rí ogun ni ó dà ń pé bàbá wa G.O. Adébóyè tá a fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ bóyá àwọn rí ogun yẹn bọ̀ wọ́n bẹ Ọlọ́run pé àjọ ẹ má kógun wọlé Nàìjíríà torí tógun bá wọlé Nàìjíríà wàhálà máa dé wàhálà rẹpẹtẹ àwa ń gbé yẹ̀wò ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa Professor lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀dá àgbọn tó sọ.
Of course, it has got to be civil.
Bàbá ní we got to be civil.
And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're going to become.
Ṣé irọ́ ni bàbá we are going to be kíni.
If we're not already slaves.
Bàbá ní we are already slaves but ìyàn kan ní if you wait for the government tẹ bá dúró de government pé kó wá gbà yín lẹ̀ you will all die. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ is a man that is well known within Nigeria àwọn tí ṣiṣẹ́ fún Nàìjíríà rí the former chief of army staff ẹ̀dá gbọ́n tó sọ. Láti ṣe kí ni.
The armed forces are not neutral.
Ó ní kò neutral bọ̀ bí bàbá wa ò gbọ́ gbogbo tó ń sọ ẹ̀dá gbọ́n táwọn sọ bí ẹ̀dá gbọ́n táwọn sọ padà.
Enough is enough o. Almighty God.
Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́.
Please have mercy.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ wá ní mercy but ìdájú máa ní bàbá Adébóyè ẹ̀gbọ́n tóun sọ ní o.
They collude.
Oh, they collude.
They collude.
They collude. They collude
With the armed bandits.
with the terrorists.
They kill people.
They kill our people. You Nigerians.
They facilitate their movement.
They facilitate their movement. They cover them.
Is that depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Ọlọ́run níjà kú one by one. Jonathan ní sùúrù. Jonathan ní sàn kankan. Bóyá bàbá wa tó ń sọ pé orílẹ̀-èdè wa, bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀, èmi ò tí gbọ́ dáadáa, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́. Bàbá ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa, Ọlọ́run ṣàánú Nàìjíríà. Bó Jonathan ní bàbá Adébóyè, orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn kò ń ṣe tiwa. Ó ń ṣe tiwa, ẹ jẹ́ àgbọn tó sọ. Ṣàánú. Ọlọ́run ìyanu ṣàánú. Okay.
Àjẹ̀bí àrídì kankan sá sí.
Ibo la fẹ́ sá sí tẹ́lẹ̀. Tọ́kì gan béèrè fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Bí yàrá bá ń wo tó ń lọ ní Tọ́kì, ìkan á máa sun ẹ́ pé ayé leléyìí ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń lọ ní Tọ́kì. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè láti gbé àwọn èèyàn jáde. Ilé dàwó, èèyàn kú rẹpẹtẹ. Bẹ̀bẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Tọ́kì. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Russia náà ti débẹ̀ level 4 ni wọ́n wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ state of emergency in 10 days. Ṣé kò jẹ́ ká ti create state of emergency nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí pẹ̀lú ibi tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa, èèyàn kan wá ń rẹ́rìn-ín, èèyàn kan yíra mọ́lẹ̀, èèyàn kan rẹ́rìn-ín pé ẹni tó ń rìkọ́dì ń rẹ́rìn-ín. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wá fọ́nì ni? Èèyàn yíra mọ́lẹ̀, èèyàn kan rẹ́rìn-ín. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè, ẹ wo ìkà. Àwọn ilé sọdọrin, ẹ wo ìkà ọmọ aráyé. Ẹ̀dẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń lọ ní Turkey lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, wọ́n ń rescue àwọn aráàlú wọn. 10 states ní Turkey bí ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ has been declared as state of emergency. Wọ́n ṣe ń gbé ọmọ kéékèèké jáde pé àríkàtẹ̀ save ẹ̀mí sẹ́ẹ̀. Ìbàbá wa Adébóyè abẹ́mu tó ń lọ ní ẹja gbọ́n tí Jonathan sọ. Jonathan ó yá kí ló sọ? No, afẹ́gbọ́n tí bàbá wa ti sọ pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kẹ́ má rò pé mò ń mix ẹ̀ mọ́ra wọn. Ó yẹ jẹ́ dákẹ́ díẹ̀.
Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí orúkọ Jésù Kristi ẹ ṣàánú fún wa. Ẹ jẹ́ aráàánú gbà. Ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ẹ ṣàánú ẹbí wa, ẹ ṣàánú ìjọ Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣàánú wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ẹ ṣàánú ẹ sọ òkùnkùn wa dì mọ́lẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ìnira yìí ti pọ̀ jù.
Bàbá ní ìnira yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Ìnira pọ̀ lóòótọ́, wàláì. Ìnira pọ̀ lóòótọ́, bọ̀ kí ni Jonathan sọ lé lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ̀n tí Jonathan sọ.
In having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria, and I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders, and I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation.
Stop. Jonathan, shut up. Shut up your mouth, Jonathan. Hey, shut up. Baba Adébóyè ti sọ pé orílẹ̀-èdè ní Nàìjíríà. You shut up, you idiotic man, a PhD holder. You want to be talking to Baba Adébóyè. Baba Adébóyè say Nigeria is a country. You are coming here to say Nigeria is not a country. Who are you to be saying like that? Tata ni wọ́. Tèkí ni wọ́n mọ̀ Jonathan. Ìwọ mùtí burúkú yìí tó bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́. Bàbá Olúwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé orílẹ̀-èdè wa, you are saying we is not. Shut up there, Jonathan. Shut up. Shut up your mouth. Shut up when we're talking. When the men of God are talking, you shut up your mouth. You have no right to say Nigeria is not a. Who are you to say Nigeria is not a country? Nigeria is a country. According to Baba wa. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́n tí bàbá sọ dàrí. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ mi mímọ́.
Olùdáǹdè ẹ ṣàánú, ẹ foríjì wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ sọ òkùnkùn wa dè mọ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń tẹ̀ wá mọ́lẹ̀, àwọn tó ń rẹ́ wá jẹ.
Àwọn bíi ti bàbá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè dáadáa bí a Tinubu, Àtíkù, Peter Obi, Ṣèyí Mákindé, Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, Sanwó-Olú. Jonathan, shut up when we are talking. Baba is talking now. Give me shut up. When our father is talking, shut up.
Ṣàánú Olódùmarè ṣàánú àjẹbí o àwa ló jẹ̀bi o Olódùmarè àjẹbí àwa la múnú yín dùn òun ni wàhálà fi dé dípò ká sọ pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ níṣẹ́ là ń sọ pé níbo lọ́lọ́run ọ̀hún wà níbo lójú ẹ̀ wà kí ló dé tó ń wo gbogbo eléyìí tó ń lọ.
èèyàn kan fẹ́ pè bí akákọ̀ fún láyè ní kíákíá torí a máa join the studio nínú another 20 minutes ẹgbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín mà àbí sáàdẹ̀ ni mo wà pẹ̀lú imọ́ mi èmi ni ẹ mà à ń gbọ́ yín mà. ìyẹn àwọn lẹ́kì tó gè é èyí tó mú wa padà lọ sí ensars lẹ́kì tó gè tó dáa. Okay. Okay. Ó yé mi.
Ṣé nígbà tí mo fẹ́ gba ìwé iṣẹ́ ẹlẹ́gbọ́n mi ní church, ó jẹ́ ọmọ wòlíì ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó mo tẹ̀lé. Nígbà wọn fẹ́ gbàgbé l'Amẹ́ríkà, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wá fi àgbà wòlíì kan mi lè dápọ̀ bàbá yẹn torí ìdè àgbà wòlíì pátápátá ni wọ́n fi wọ́n bá wọn fẹ́ kí ẹ̀gbọ́n ìsìn. Bàbá mi wọ́n pè mí, wọ́n gbàdúrà fún mi nílùú Amẹ́ríkà yìí láti ní ìwé ìgbà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi náà wọ́n pè mí àgbà èmi náà wòlíì ni mí àwọn àjọ fún wọn papọ̀. Àgbà mo bá wọn fún ìtajú. Mr. Koyiki, bí èmi àkọ́kọ́ tí mo lọ bá ṣe ìtajú bá ṣe páàsì tó lè fún mi ní títà ẹ̀wọ̀n fún mi ní green card. Ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín, agbáwo ní ìgbàdúrà fún mi wọ́n bá mi lọ lókè wọn. Mo fẹ́ sọ nípa irin ìgbìyànjú owó òṣìṣẹ́ máa ń fúnra wa. Ó wá dé ìgbà yẹn, ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run wá ní pé ṣé òun lè jẹ́ kí ó lè ẹ̀mí kò lè gba lórí òun. Ó wá dé ẹ̀gbẹ́ ó dìnnà ẹ̀mí mo wá tún gbèrè wọlé mi wá sọ fẹ́ẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan kan. Wọ́n ń gbàdúrà fún ara rẹ̀ wọ́n wá bèrè àánú wa lórí. Níjọ́ mo máa lọ ṣe dákúndémi àtọkọta jọ lọ. Question àṣẹ stock interview àwọn tó ń gbà l'Amẹ́ríkà mọ̀ wọ́n á separate yín ni. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ question tí wọ́n máa bí. Question tó náà wá bí ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n á separate yín. Gbogbo question tí wọ́n pe ọkọ tí mo mú lọ tí wọ́n bí wá. Nínú bíi 20 question àti 30 alàgbà márùn-ún. Nígbà tí wọ́n òyìnbó yẹn dìde, ó ní tó bá dì náà ní kọ́. Nígbà tí ẹ̀kan náà, ọkọ̀ ni mo fún ọ ni, ó ṣe fún mi ní 10 years nìyẹn. Nígbà tí èmi nìkan àti Ọlọ́run lọ sí ní ìgbòjúlẹ̀wò yìí, mo rí àpá ìwé tó ń pa Nàìjíríà jẹ. Nígbà tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń pè lórílẹ̀-èdè mi bí wọ́n ti ń pa àwọn èèyàn church, wọ́n ń pààyàn mọ́ṣáláṣí, bàbá ò jáde pé kí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú. Nígbà tó ti di owó, bàbá Ọlọ́run ṣàánú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó ká ronú ara wa. Nàìjíríà fẹ́ fún gbàdúrà fújà. Nàìjíríà tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń sàn tí omi níbẹ̀. Ìwà àrùwọ̀ lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ fi wọ inú orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn. Wọ́n yà yóò ọ̀dà fúnra.
Ẹ ṣe gan.
Oyè ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀jọ. Ẹ̀wọ́n kọ́ ti fi ìpèwà jẹ mọ́.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni yàrá. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣe gan gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa. In another 20 minutes, 15 minutes, a máa join Star Radio. Àdé ń pẹ́ ní àjọ Wednesday, so mo fẹ́ make sure pé mo ti prepare ètí máa bá wọn discuss. Mo kí yín ìyá bàbá wa Ismaila Ajadi Subiru, mo kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, a kí gbogbo ọba aládé, mo kí àwọn small ọba, àwọn baálẹ̀ tó di gbogbo àdúgbò mú. Jonathan padà bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ẹja gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí mò ń bọ̀.
Tí ò ṣe nǹkan bàbá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣàánú ẹ ṣàánú Nàìjíríà.
Bàbá ní kó ṣàánú Nàìjíríà but Jonathan ní Nigeria is not a country. À ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Jonathan ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyá wa ẹgbẹ́ òsókè àwọn ìyá ló ń pè láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ìyá wa.
ẹ káàárọ̀ akú ojúmọ́.
àwa ni ẹ mọ́ mi.
ó yà mí lẹ́nu pé bàbá lè jáde ń ṣe pé kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú wa.
àṣé kò dábọ́ ṣe tún jáde ni táwọn bá àwa náà la ní wọ́n jáde àwa náà la sọ pé wọ́n dákẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti jáde nísìnyí.
Akílódé tán kí ló wá ṣe ń ta wọ́n rò bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mẹ̀kúnnù nìkan ni ó jẹ ìyá bẹ̀. àwọn náà wá ń jẹ lórí ìyá bẹ̀ nísìnyí. So Ọlọ́run náà máa jà fún Yorùbá. Ẹni kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá kan wà níbì kan. Ó délẹ̀ tán sí ìyẹn wá ẹ rántí Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú kì í ṣe irú ẹnu wọn ló yẹ kó ti jábọ́. Because àsìkò tó yẹ kó ní kí Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú kó tó di báyìí. Wọn ò sọ fọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú wa. Orílẹ̀-èdè yìí kó má di bó ṣe wà yìí. Ibi tó ti ń fi owó ta owó fún ara wọn. Ibi táwọn èèyàn rí owó tí wọn ò lè jẹun. Wọ́n bá fọ́ gbogbo báǹkì. Ní tó bá wọn kàn fi báǹkì ṣe. Irú rọ́bìṣì wo nìyẹn? Ọba dákẹ́, ìjòyè dákẹ́, wọ́n fà wọ́n ṣe Ọlọ́run wá fúnra rẹ̀ ó wá fẹ́ dá sẹ̀ríà fún gbogbo wọn látòkè wá sísàlẹ̀. Ẹ wá pariwo pé kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú. Ẹ pariwo kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú. Ọlọ́run dábìrà ni. A ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ló máa yanjú ẹ̀. Ṣé bá ní Yorùbá ò ní dúró? Kájírò àjọ wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Wá gbà pé Yorùbá dúró. Ọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nípa ayé wa.
Àmín. Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Ọ̀gá wo wọ́n rò tó wọ́n ta bá rọrùn àtọ́jú wa níbo dé ẹjẹ́ àfọwọ́ lẹ́nu ẹjẹ́ àmà wòran nìṣó. Wọ́n kà pé ìta lára ní ta lẹ́gbòde ni àgọ́ Ọlọ́run á wà lórí.
Àmín.
Àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó yí ìbọn Fúlànà nítorí ibi tó ń wá àtijọ́ àti mú.
Àtẹ̀dúpẹ́ wọn ló survive ẹ̀ kò kú àdúpẹ́ kọ́lọ̀ àròkó kú tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ló survive.
So because of it tèmi àwọn èèyàn help òun nítorí bó ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láìfù láàrin. Ṣé ayé nìyẹn? Ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà ẹ wà nílùú ìlú bíbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá wá di pé gbogbo ẹ dàrú tán. Ẹ wá ń sọ fọ́lọ́run pé kó ṣàánú. Ọlọ́run ò lè gbàdúrà títí. Àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù yẹn ni ó gbọ́.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyá wa.
Nǹkan tí mo ní kí n sọ nìyẹn.
Thank you so much. Torí àsìkò náà ni.
Ọlọ́run á lè máa wá tún gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe.
Lágbára Elédùmarè ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Ọlọ́run ló lè tún ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe ó ti late.
Ọlọ́run adáàbòbò wa Elédùmarè adáàbòbò wa ẹ ṣe gan ni. Thank you so much mọ́mí. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin grandma. Turkey lẹ̀ ń wò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí bó ṣe ń lọ nílùú Turkey òun lẹ̀ ń wò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Bẹ̀bẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Turkey kábíyèsí Elédùmarè more than 6,000 homes has been destroyed. More than 7,000 people have died and 34,000 people have been injured. Ṣé kò sí earthquake ní Nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ni àbí báwo torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà wọ̀ gbé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó gbé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú tó ń pè wá torí àsìkò à ń gbọ́ yín. À ń gbọ́ yín sà. Morning.
It is normal tí bàbá ṣe ń pariwo pé kéréje Ọlọ́run ọba kó pé ṣàánú.
Okay. Okay.
Transfer gan sí yìí, tàbí transfer owó gan sí mọ́, because ojú ti gbogbo everything ti dojú ru, so all this thing is formal. It's part of brainwashing their political members, you know, pé Ọlọ́run ṣàlùfẹ́ àwọn ọmọdé abẹ́rẹ́ pípa tí wọ́n ń kidnap wọn pa àwọn èèyàn báwọn ẹ̀dí ṣe ń pè ẹ̀dí ṣe sọ. Wọ́n bàbá òṣè sọ̀rọ̀ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn Fúlàní tó ń pa Yorùbá gbogbo àwọn everything. So, let me tell you, this is what I want everybody to know that all Adeboye do, Mr. Adeboye Awode, I don't ever believe anybody don't matter Adeboye or all these things. In contrary, they are also what? They are also puppets using the colonial masters' religion to brainwash their fellow black people. It's simple as ABC. So, opposing lower, they never should tell you.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni, thank you so much. Àwa fẹ́ bọ́tírẹ́sì lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá wa sọ níbí báyìí ẹ fún mi ní 10 seconds àbí a minute two ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́n tí bàbá sọ níbí báyìí.
Ẹ ṣàánú Nàìjíríà o.
Ok, wọ́n ní kó ṣàánú Nàìjíríà.
Olódùmarè. Ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa.
Okay, but statement ẹ lèmi kọ pé mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ Jonathan pé ta ló ń parọ́ náà àwọn méjèèjì a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé àgbàlagbà ń parọ́ ẹja àgbọn tí Jonathan tún sọ níbí báyìí.
It's a mere geographical expression.
Jonathan ní sòjá padà sẹ́yìn kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ká gbọ́ tiẹ̀ náà.
How we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria.
Okay.
And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders.
Okay.
And I feel that probably this would
help
have a conversation on Nigerian unity.
Okay.
I just brought forth, not to bore you. And I quote, not my statement. Nigeria is not a nation.
Oh my God. Ẹja àtúgbọ́n tí bàbá sọ níbí báyìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó kò yé mi mọ́. Ẹja àgbọ́n tó sọ níbí.
Nàìjíríà Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa.
Bàbá ní kó ṣàánú orílẹ̀. Bí a torí pé a ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà lọ ṣe ń lo phrase yẹn, I don't know. But ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ kọ́là yìí. In 10 minutes, a máa join Star Radio UK. Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Àgbọ̀n yín sà.
Àsìkò kọ́lọ̀ ṣàánú kan rí. Àsìkò àṣìṣe kan tèmi ti ń gbàdúrà ló ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí. Àṣìṣe kan sẹ́tí Nàìjíríà máa ṣe tí Yorùbá máa bí lọ. Àsìkò tó wà nílẹ̀ báyìí. Every time ìgbà tí pásọ̀ mi máa ń jù pé ọ̀rọ̀ gbàdúrà fún wọn Nàìjíríà mọ́kọ́. Olúwa jọ Yorùbá kúrò ní oko ẹrú tá a ti kára wa bọ̀ ní. Olúwa gba Yorùbá fún wa. No more Nàìjíríà. Àṣìṣe yẹn dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ó lè ṣe máa lórí lọ sí Yorùbá máa dúró láti ṣe é máa lórí lọ.
Power belongs to the people. Anything we want.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá tún gbọ́n tí Jonathan tí ẹbí àtọ́rí pé Jonathan ní ṣe ìjọ man. Àwọn ìyá wa ló ń pè láàárọ̀. Ẹ̀yà ní kíákíá under 1 minute torí mo gbọ́dọ̀ lọ múra sílẹ̀ fún sáré mi. Àgbọ̀ yín mà.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ló máa ń sábà fi ara yàtọ̀ bó tó bá jẹ́ kó tí ń tẹ̀lé mo ṣe máa ń pèlẹ́ kòkòrò yẹn máa ń jáná. Nígbà tí a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo bóyá ká lọ fún rálì nìkiri mo ní kò jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù. Gbogbo ara wọn máa gún àwọn olóògùn jẹ. Gbogbo ẹ̀ nígbà tó bá yá everybody àwọn tí ò jáde yẹn wá rán sí títì. Ayé ti sẹ́yìn. Làwọn fún ilé fa ìlú àbátà ń sọ láàárọ̀ yìí. Ìgbà tí Jonathan kó tó débi tó dé yẹn, he contested as a Nigerian president. He lived in Nigeria then. Ṣé bàbá kan pariwo èèyàn mélòó ló wà ló ti lọ pè wọ́n jókòó pé bàbá this is it we have to go. Inú ibi tó wà yẹn nǹkan mọ̀ ló ń sọ but it will come to a time tó náà máa realize pé we have to go. Ọlọ́run lè máa fi hàn pé pípé la máa pín. So nǹkan tó máa sọ náà ni pé kọ́nà ṣàánú wa bọ̀ ó ti àwọn náà ti ń mọ̀ bọ̀ sí pé kò lè pé ìlú àjọṣepọ̀ wa kò ní rọgbọ ibi tá a bá ṣiṣẹ́ dé nǹkan tó yẹ ká bá rò nìyẹn irú àwọn bàbá irú for me for once máa ń dísè sí Oyèdépò òun ló jẹ́ kí kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ pé Fúlàní wọn gbogbo pẹ̀lú wọn tí wọ́n ti nígbà tó ti sọ pé ká má dìbò Buhari òun ọlọ́pàá ní pé wèé nítorí tí mọ̀ bóyá ká kúrò bọ̀ mí lọ́wọ́ but you cannot responsibility you cannot it will come to a stage pé àwọn tó jẹ sọ fún tó bá jí àwọn bí bàbá jẹ sọ pé kó ṣàánú yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó mọ̀ ló ṣára rí tí mo bọ̀ àwọn just gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn tó ń fi ló ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan ń ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè nǹkan ń ṣe sọ tí a bá tẹ́lẹ̀ tí bá kù sí everybody will be just run to our camp mo ò ní èdè ìpèjà àwọn pastors orí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ almost 90% of them àná wọn ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní ìdíjọba ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà wà lára àwọn tó ń ba Nàìjíríà jẹ. Wọ́n eléyìí tí bàbá yìí sọ ojú tálì mọ́ nǹkan tá a ti ń sọ wọ́n ń bọ̀ bí Jonathan ṣe rí alájà class pé geographical kìíní ní Nàìjíríà ìgbà tó wà presidency why did he not divide us? When he knew it was a geographical expression. So tí òun bá ràn lọ́dọ̀ wọn bí bàbá Ìgbòho ṣe máa ń sọ ojú tó ń pọ́n gbogbo wọn ní oòrùn yìí ó sì máa ràn lọ́dọ̀ wọn. They no realize what they are in because people get fún bàbá yẹn ní
thank you so much.
ó yé wọn pọ̀ nìyẹn àti pé àwa kò ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀ bí ìta passage best.
ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much. We have 4 minutes mo ní láti lọ change outfit mi. Live transmission ló tún bọ̀ láti Lagos State wọ́n ní gbogbo báńkì open bí àwọn òbí kan so mò ń bọ̀ ẹ yẹ ká máa bá eléyìí lọ.
wípé a kò ṣe mọ́ ní ìjọba lópin 419.
So ẹ̀yẹ́ ká máa bá ilé lọ mú padà bọ̀.
Ìyá yìí ó ti pọ̀ jù, ìyá ń jára ló gan. There's a lot of, as I'm speaking to you right now, there's a lot of tension in Lagos right now.
Okay.
Whereby many banks.
Okay, there's another feed going on broadcast wa.
To work.
Mo mọ bí tí feed yẹn ti wọlé.
Wọ́n ní àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ mọ́. Kí ló fà á? Ní pé other states.
Mo ń bọ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀.
Other states ni wọ́n ti lọ.
I'm getting another feed coming into the broadcast. Bear with me. There's a double sound coming out. So let's focus alone on the sound from Lagos. And while I mute myself, let's go back. Hold on, I'm going to take a feed it on Wale. Don't disturb one. Feed the control disturb. Okay. Let me. Okay, be right there. It's a picture. Okay, we have to feed Okay, and I get the message. So this is still Akure as it is right now. So what I'm gonna do, I need to stand up a little bit. But Ejeka Gbo Mazinam de Kanu and then buttress that pẹ̀lú Babawa Tiatin Bola Penkonlo. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wind it back a little bit again. Kagbon Kotoso. Okay. Okay.
Ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù, ẹ ṣàánú àwọn tí ò ní pa, àwọn tí ò lólùrànlọ́wọ́, ọ̀gá ògùn ẹ ṣàánú wa o, ẹ̀yin nìkan tuntun náà nìrànlọ́wọ́ wa o, ẹ ṣàánú o, Olódùmarè ẹ ṣàánú, ẹ ṣàánú, ẹ ṣàánú.
So now, let's now listen to Mazinam de Kanu. Ati gbọ́ Jonathan there, and I'm going to play that, and then by the time I come back, we'll be ready to switch to Star Radio UK. Let's listen to this.
It is not in their hands. Because you know what? Power belongs to the people. Anything we want is what we're going to get.
Once again, I want to ask this. Do you think this dream is realizable without a war? And are you prepared to fight another war?
This dream can be realized without a war. And let me put it this way, as soon as the people, the various ethnic groups in Nigeria realize what Nigeria means to each and every ethnic group, they will subscribe to our position. So it is realizable without a war. Before the white man came, let me ask you this, because it's an interview, which means you can ask me questions and I can ask you. Before the white man came, was there any Nigeria? Before the white man came, did Nigeria exist? It's a simple question that I'm asking you. Did Nigeria exist before?
It didn't, no.
It didn't exist. Then why are African people, black people dying over something that they did not create? Did any Yoruba man create Nigeria? The answer is no. No Igbo man created Nigeria. No Hausa man did. No Fulani man did. No Kanuri man did. No Jukun man did. When you come to Nigeria, it's always a debate about it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn to rule. Now there are over 250 main ethnic groups in Nigeria. If you keep rotating the presidency every 8 years to each and every ethnic group, times 8 by 250. How many years are you going to get? So some people will die many times over. They will reincarnate many times over. The presidency hasn't come to them. Nigeria is a joke and an absolute mess. It was not created by black people. Therefore, it cannot be sustained.
So, nígbà tí Nnamdi Kanu sọ pé, and I'm going to be switching now to Star Radio. So we will probably have to leave all these because nígbà tí Nnamdi Kanu sọ pé Nigeria is an absolute joke, it's not created. So why are we now trying to save Nigeria? As we are getting ready now to switch to Star Radio UK, the morning show, I say thank you so much. There's still live streaming going on there. Hello, but I need to join, the team on the Star Radio UK this morning. We need to close some of the browsers so we don't have a crash. It's exactly 11 o'clock.
It's quite an interesting piece there.
So now, so I need to join Walori Instagram. I don't know how far the battery is. I hope it can hold because I still run battery for a while. So maybe I should use another phone. Command interruption. I can close the link on Instagram. So I've been on your Felicia. You must start again with another phone. Mo kí gbogbo wa ẹ̀yin sisters mi, ẹ̀yin aunties mi, ẹ̀yin uncle, ẹ̀yin brothers. Ní ṣe lásán. Ìgbẹ́ni tó bá ní ìwọ̀n Yorùbá ò ní bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú tó bọ́ lẹ́pa. So a máa bọ́ kó sì gbọdọ̀ ká bọ́. Because Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe ìlú wa. Àwọn òyìnbó tó kó gbogbo wa papọ̀. Àwọn ni wọ́n ní kí a wà níbi tá a wà lẹ́nu. So now we are ready for the. I hope everything is set. My mic is on. Again, your clothing and the camera show. Okay, now yeah. So we're good to go now. So that's the screen that we need. Once again, and to ba wonder, magic is just so easy. There's nothing, fantastic there that you cannot do. You can you can train yourself. Once again, we appreciate everyone that have joined us this particular hour. Orúkọ mi náà ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, and this is Star Radio UK now that we're going into. Ademashi Naija Voices later. So let's switch things around. Mo kí ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa. Kí n pẹ́ lénìí, so pápápá ni lórí Star Radio. So mi ló ń dúró dè báyìí 2 minutes past. Let's get everything together. Yeah, my mic is on and we're good to go. So, Nigeria, the crime scene. Let's join Star. Nanidi, like in a mouse, that's enough to move around. You can't move the late there. The late is soon so that's a little bit of room. That's in another. With the little time go there, small paki. Mo kí ìyá Christina ẹ̀ka ọmọ mi o. Ẹ̀ka sọ ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní location 9. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá òkùnkùn ní dàrú. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ dàrú Ọlọ́run bá ní fún wọn ṣe. Make sure that my background is good to go. So we're good to go. Mo ní láti pa. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá òkùnkùn ní dàrú. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ dàrú Ọlọ́run bá ní fún wọn ṣe.
I'll tell you why. It was much
Mo ti lọ fi mọ́tò ẹ̀ kọlu a máa yan ojú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọjọ́ nílé nísàlẹ̀.
Oh, yes, no. I'm one of the rich men. Oh, nice. Still this morning. Oh, nice. Yeah. And it is now ready to pay your permit of radio stations in London. and led by the late Daniel Topper. Okay, it's your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London on Wednesday morning. It's part of the top of the hour, so what do you reckon it will take place? Yes, I have the singular honor of welcoming the one and only the White Lion, Mr. Lion on Yummy. Good morning to you.
A very good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Achi. Good morning to all our beautiful listeners and those that are joining us from around the globe. And we welcome you once again to the Wednesday edition, a very rounding, before we go to the PMQ where it gets very hot. But again, good morning to you, Archie. Good morning, Frank. Good morning to all our presenters. And we appreciate those that have joined us on our sister broadcast where we are also streaming along with the Star Radio UK this morning.
Yes, we salute each and every one of you. And as I said earlier on, we know that especially those of you in Africa, it promises you an arm and a leg to buy the data to listen to what. And you, as people religious, we are so appreciate you. Yes, thank you very, very much. Okay, now, well, today is the 8th, or 17 days. You think the message is going to hold? Looking at the fuel scarcity, looking at the Naira scarcity, looking at what was going on yesterday, I saw some videos that gone viral where the bank was being, and people were pursuing their bank for breaking things in front of the banks and stuff like that. But information coming through saying that a bank in Abuja has been found to have as much as what 235 million naira. What is all that about?
Well, these are the money that ends up in the hands of the POS. Remember that those operating the POS also have insider. So, I mean, like we've been explaining most of the time, the reason why I had opportunity, and as I speak to you right now, in Ibadan, in Akure, in Lagos, most banks are shut down. But as I speak to you right now with the live feed that I'm right in front of me right now from Lagos State, there's a lot of tension right now building up in Lagos State. We've not seen what we have saw in Abeokuta yesterday, where the police officer shot into a young man, but I can confirm that he's taking treatment as we speak right now. We condone all kind of violence, but one thing we can always say is when there is a protest, there is always a tension. A bank was raised down in Abeokuta in Shakmon, the first bank. But what we are saying that a lot of the banks are also harboring the money. And this is what a lot of Nigerians don't understand. I mean, these are money that is meant to be, outside, be disbursed to, just as we were listening to the Ogun State governor yesterday, he has also released a statement, telling the citizen in Abeokuta, especially the youth, to calm down. They are doing everything as quickly as possible, to bring the situation under control. But what we do see is, not just in Abuja, in Osogbo, the wrap of the money was not removed, was put into the ATM, and that means those outside are trying to withdraw money, and the money is not coming out, and yet the bank debit their account, and there's no money. And sometimes when that happens in Nigeria, it might take 30 days before you can get the money back. So you can see that the pressure keeps building, but like I said, it is not just in Abuja, it is also happening across the country where some banks continue not to disburse that money. Is this now a deliberate act to disrupt the election? So many people are now talking, even the Nigerian Labour Congress president have also have also put mouth into the situation. And Naira and petrol scarcity, President Muhammadu Buhari has pushed Nigerians to the wall.
It's put them to the wall. I think they're too far now. Are they going to bounce back? And how is it going to be for the nation as a whole? But it's not coming away from Star Radio. The Supreme Court is restraining the federal government from enforcing the Naira deadline because now the people cannot get access to the bank. They cannot get their monies out. And some of them still have their monies. And if the deadline that was now, that would have been 2 days' time, they are not able to put their money into the bank. I mean, whatever money that you have out there, whatever it is, you've lost it. Now, the Supreme Court has ruled that way. So what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to continue with it? But we know that they don't respect any rule of law or ruling from the courts.
Well, it's not just the Supreme Court. That Supreme Court stopped the old Naira note deadline implementation. What do we know? The Supreme Court today temporarily halted the move by the federal government of President Muhammadu Buhari government through the Central Bank of Nigeria, to ban the use of the old Naira note from February 10, which is 2 days, like you say. A 7-member panel that was led by Justice John Okoro halt the federal government plan in a ruling in an ex parte application that was brought by 3 northern states of the Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara. The report that the February 10 deadline for the currency swap that was announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria pity Governor Nasiru El-Rufai of Kaduna, the Yahaya Bello Governor of Kogi State, and Bello Matawa of Zamfara against 14 political parties which are now threatening to boycott the February 25th election should the CBN extend the time limit. Some want it to be extended, but some do not want it to be extended. This, as the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory is now restraining President Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired and the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele and 27 commercial banks from suspending, stopping, extending, or interfering with the currency swap terminal date. Also, the IMF has also, come into conversation. New Naira note, the International Monetary Fund advises the CBN to extend the February 10 deadline. According to the International Monetary Fund, today counsel the Central Bank of Nigeria to extend the February 10 deadline of swapping of the old Naira note with the real design of the new one. We have seen it and we have talked about it across the world. El-Rufai was referring to Saudi Arabia, that even up to today, some of the old Naira note, some of their old currency that is circulating, you will probably get a new one when you put in the old one into the, either you are buying something from the shop, they will not give you the old one back, but you get a new one as a change. But in Nigeria, it seems everything is becoming rush and is becoming a lot of pressure. As I speak to you, Akure, currently there's a protest where the students have come out, and as I'm getting another feed right now, which is currently coming from Lagos State. And let's just see if we can just get a little bit of sound just under a minute, because I know Wednesday edition we'll have more discussion later on during the the Niger Voices. But let us hear from one of our correspondents, working with our sister radio back in Nigeria this morning. Let's see what they have to say. So what we are witnessing. Okay, that broadcast has ended, but let's go back to, so I can tell you right now, in Akure, there's a lot of police, but the road are blocked, and you can hear the protesters are out on the road. While I was listening to some of them, the commissioner for police has already arrived there. He has had a conversation with them. Yes, they have the right to protest, but what they are avoiding to say is, do not damage government property or private property, which again, we don't condone from this part of the globe as well. But one thing is, we do know that when it comes to protest, it could become violent. And the reason is, as the Nigerian Labour Congress says, Nigerians have been pushed to the wall concerning getting their own hard-earned money in the bank, buying fuel at the filling station, and this is now becoming quite alarming. Star Radio UK, it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And the engine is going to be changing the background, as you can see right there. This is what Nigerians are facing this morning as they are trying to get money and the petrol in Nigeria today.
Now, in this part of the world, when there are strikes, when there are roadblocks, they are able to assess and tell you that, look, it's cost the economy maybe something million or maybe 1 billion. As the government, have they actually evaluated what damage they are doing to the economy at the moment of Nigeria?
Well, I'm not sure the government is concerned about, whatever the economy damage. I mean, they couldn't talk, with the Biafra that have done sit at home for almost 1 year, going to 2 years, and that is having a big economic impact. Remember that, you need that route for those that are moving goods and services, and when the roads are blocked with the plight of the bad roads that you have, sometimes your goods might end up becoming a month or two That means that there's always, Monday sit at home is always having another Monday coming, and the pressure continue. And when you estimate what the Southeast is losing every Monday is in the tune of millions of naira. But what we are witnessing right now in UK, the teachers were on strike last week and they went back to school the next day. But what we are seeing in Nigeria is this is a continuous one, and the economic impact of it will have a damaging one for the federal government of Nigeria.
Wow, listen, let's start already UK, the Southern African and Caribbean review. Landed is online talking, I'm not planning to do. I'm actually in the South Sudan. So they're looking at average from Nigeria. Now, one other thing is, when it comes to the markets, where people are trading, okay? Now, what currency are they trading in? Are the markets functioning? Because if I'm going to bring you the whole naira, you're going to tell me, no, I'm not going to take that. But if I take that, I cannot have the chance to take it to the bank. And therefore, if you don't have the new naira to come and buy something, that means you cannot buy anything on it. Is that what is happening?
Well, some have been trying to do what they call, transfer. But the problem is, bank transfer. So you can literally transfer. Even as small as buying the bread or beans or whatever, you can do a transfer. But let's give an example. That means that if one of my family member is sick, I've sent the money home, and then they have to get to the hospital. The hospital doesn't check the transfer. Then what happened? This is another big problem that is being faced in the medical sector, because some people are saying that even if you have to do transfer, you have to put the extra into it, because when they are withdrawing the money as well, they will have to pay extra as well.
Well, I think that the central government has to do something about this, digitization of the currency, so that people, you don't necessarily need to have liquid cash in your hand, but more of just having a card or just using your phone, like in Ghana, they have the GOBO and stuff. You can just go there and just use that. Well,
M-Pesa has worked very well, I think, in Kenya. But what we've not been able to do is, take advantage of the technology. And for you to do so, you need to have also built, the platform. The platform has to be there, and when the platform is there, it can be used easily. So it's not like, moving money around. It's something that M-Pesa has done. I believe that is Kenya, if I'm right. But Nigeria should have also taken advantage of it, especially with the human capacity that we have. The young man I spoke to yesterday that is doing a POS had to spend a lot of money to even withdraw a little bit that he's going to sell back as well. And not just alone, he finished in 2010 with 2.1 as a geologist, but there's no jobs in 2010. Then rather than stealing, he ended up becoming a POS man.
Well, listen, this is already the problem of Africa. Now, everybody is saying that, look, I'm going to make sure I release the naira for the INEC, take do the election, okay, to undertake the election. But the question is, it's not the INEC per se that needs the money, that people need their money so that they can even go to the various places to have the mind to even think of going to vote. So that's the that has come from everybody. How are Nigerians thinking that they're going to make sure that INEC has money to do that? But INEC is saying that they might not be able to hold the elections if they don't get money.
Well, NNPC has guaranteed INEC, to say that we will be there to make sure that, the money is available. The petrol is available to move your logistics. The Nigerian Air Force is saying that they are available to help as well. Naira crisis may disrupt the poll. INEC is now warning the CBN governor and NSA. What do we know this morning? With just about 16 days to one of the most important countries in the globe today, the most populous Black African country around the world, Nigeria is much well discussed and talked about because we have Nigerians all over the world. Even the only place that I'm not sure is maybe in the moon presently, but we have some engineers that are working with NASA that are Nigerians as well. So Nigeria are all over the world, in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, but Nigeria in 16 days is going into a general election. And there are now strong indication, according to the INEC chairman, that the new Naira note scarcity may disrupt the exercise. Could this be part of the plan that we have been saying that election will be cancelled? We don't know, but whoever brought the idea of this scarcity, this new redesigned colored Naira note that we have been talking about, maybe is part of the plan to disrupt the whole election itself. Even within the political party of the APC, They are not pleased that this is when this is currently going on, especially with the fuel scarcity that is going on. Adding that in 16 days, he explained that many service providers to INEC had no bank account. He therefore solicited the support of the Apex Bank to address the concern related to the CBN cash withdrawal policy, which had caused chaos across the country today. Star Radio UK, it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London as we continue to monitor the situation of things in Nigeria this morning.
Well, when in February, we approaching pretty soon. The election take place or not. I don't expect that. Good morning. Good morning, my people. In a same country, elections can be held with the current situation. Only my people can go out to vote with the insecurity going on around the country. So you reckon that even when the Naira circulation is done and everything, insecurity is a major factor as whether people are going to go out and vote or not. What do you think? Let us hear from you. By this was Star Radio UK. What do you know me or some of the other stories we did around? Over to you, John.
So we just about 10 minutes to put everything together. But later on tonight, be rest assured that Star Radio UK will be giving you on Naija Voices everything you need to know in 16 days. Are we still guarantee of an election in Nigeria? And if that election is going to come true, does that literally also mean that it would be free and fair? Especially with so many of the indigenous people in the Biafra that are rejecting this election, as we know. So let's talk quickly on some of the remaining headlines that we have this morning on Star Radio UK. Once again, if you've just joined us, nobody can say what would happen to Nigeria if I don't become president. This is Peter Obi. So Peter Obi says if we get it wrong, nobody can tell what will happen. In all I am doing, I will always wish Nigeria the best, Mr. Obi stressed. So he's probably preparing that should he not win, nobody knows what will be the end of Nigeria, according to the message coming from Peter Obi and his vice president, presidential aspirant this morning. From the headline that we have, nobody knows what will be the end of it should we not become the next president. Peter Obi, the presidential flag bearer on the platform of the Labour Party, says he wishes Nigeria well, but expressed concern about what would happen next to Nigeria if it loses the February 25th presidential election. A large turnout of voters at the poll would pave the way for Mr. Obi's victory, but with the current situation of things, according to says a poll that was conducted by the Nigerians. Remember, we've been talking about the poll. So, according to the poll that was conducted by Nigeria's data intelligence provider, Steers, describing the Labour Party standard bearer as Nigeria's most popular presidential candidate. Next year, an African-focused consultant firm also predicted that the ex-Anambra governor will win in February. According to the Labour Party standard bearer, the presidential poll is an essential election, and he urged everyone to be involved. If we get it wrong, nobody can tell what would happen. So that is coming from Peter Obi this morning. Let's go straight. Police and army will protect voters during the general election, according to the NSA, the Nigerian security advisor, Mungono. It is very important that Nigerians are not pushed to the limit where they will abandon their number one responsibility, as we know. But it seems that Nigerians probably are not trusting the government that they will be protected at the polling unit. I was in Nigeria in 2019 on behalf of Star Radio UK, but what we saw is Nigerian security, Nigerian police, Nigerian civil defense could not protect Nigerians in most part of the Southwest where election was rigged, election was disrupted, ballot unit was burnt, and individuals were killed as well. But Babagana Mongono, the national security advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari, has assured Nigerians that February 25th, March 11 elections will be peaceful. How that is going to be peaceful, we will have to wait. But Mungono gave the assurance during his meeting with the Independent National Electoral Commission that in 16 days from today, the presidential election will be free and fair. We're going to take one more, take us straight to the social media, where we're going to be looking at what is trending on the social media as well. Kaduna Kano residents seek open trial of a cleric, rulers aiding bandits. Imagine, a cleric has now become part of those that are also keeping, the terrorists as well. Residents have called for the open trial of the traditional and religious leaders that have been accused colluding with the terrorists and other criminal bandits, according to what we know. So let's go straight to the social media. More Nigerians are crying, and like I said, Yoruba Global Youth, one of those that are fighting for the right of the Yoruba people on the social media, also say, this is Ghana. The same Ghana must go. This interchange was built in less than 3 years. So it's actually comparing this very beautiful interchange. I'm sure you probably know that interchange, Mr. Achi. He's comparing that to some of those interchange that could have been doing the same thing in Nigeria, but it's not working. Peter Okoye is a musician known as a P-Square. I'm sure you've listened to his music. He's actually supporting, Peter Obi. My late father was nobody, but today everyone knows the Okoyes. Dudu, try removing Kuti from your name. Make I know whether anybody sabi you. Remain in that your local shrine while people like us and others continue excelling globally. You can't shame us. I believe it's probably, talking to somebody that is probably relating to the Fela Kuti or Burna Boy, according to what I've listened to a little bit from that trend in the last few hours already before coming on air. It seems that Burna Boy and, is going through a lot. They advise me to believe in APC again. They advise me to believe in APC again. After 8 years of waste of time, resources and property and life. Ojo Abo Leni. So that is coming from Omo Orumila Kitibawa. So a lot of people are using social media. Biafra is fast coming, no matter the propaganda of the West to continue to enslave us. To enslave us using Nigerian government, it can never work anymore. We can't validate Nigeria election again in Biafra land. I beg of you, Biafrans, don't be a victim of Nigeria terrorists in uniform. Don't come out on the election day. Countdown to Biafra is now 25 days to go home. Woto Promax, the zoo on a free fall is coming from Frank on the Frank11718 on Twitter. So let's now look at some of the other things that is trending. According to the Newswire, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has restrained the federal government from implementing the February 10th deadline of the 200 naira and the 1,000 naira. So probably maybe some might not know what it looks like with the old currency. Let's give you a kind of a image of that for the benefit of those that are watching. So this is what it used to look like, before it was now changed to this is the new look as we have it right now. So you can see why people say it's color coded. So now let's take more. Again, quite a lot of messages is coming. More people have been trained how to make use of the voting system as well. Also, in a bank, people are now taking a gas cylinder and they are preparing noodles. Men are sitting down in front of it. So according to Simon Ekpa, when I told you that February everything will happen, this is a general market, and I have picked 2 cards and about to check up on Nigeria. But meanwhile, enjoy the general market with the last card. We'll probably see if we can bring this video during the Niger Voices, but I can tell you that men are eating Indomie noodles right inside the bank. In under 1 minute, Oseni Rufa is one of the journalists on the ground in Nigeria working for one of the mainstream media. Join me in prayer for a peaceful election. Prayer point: the will of the Lord will be done. We shun evil and every device of the enemy to hamper election in Jesus' name. Let us pray. So I'm not sure if people agree in the line of that. Idore is part of the Southwest, is a kingdom, a very beautiful view. It's being projected here by Yoruba Atland. As more Yorubas are saying that the right to self-determination should not, be trampled by the current system that we have. Think Yoruba for say, do you know that the Yoruba are the school and center of learning before contact with the Europeans? The effort of Ile-Ife to standardize and control the intellectual capital of Ifa divination bore the fruit. And that is all about saying, Naira scarcity is trending this morning, and the federal government is trending, and there's no way the federal government cannot be trending, especially with what Nigerians are facing at the present time in Nigeria today, the 8th of February 2023. This is Star Radio UK as we monitor the situation of things. Once again, this is the new Naira note, but this is what it used to look like prior before the color change of the 500 Naira, the 200 Naira, and the 1,000 Naira, which is one of the most biggest domination being used by an average Nigeria this morning.
Wow. Yomi has showed you everything, the old one and the new one. But which one do you have in your pocket now? Have you yet? Or what are you doing? Well, listen, let's start ready. That's Breaker says the people you're going to vote for have heavy security guards. Now, what about you, the voters? Are you safe to vote? Think about think about that and make your own decision. The country is not safe to go out and vote. And they continue to say with a reference to the one saying that somebody should take the Putin name from his name and see whether he will be recognized by anybody. He said the person was talking to addressing Sean Kuti.
Okay, Shehu Kuti. Yeah, Shehu Kuti.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, I thought as much.
Yeah. Okay, listen, let's start already. Okay. Now, Yomi, one other thing that I wanted us to look at is the polls. The polls are the latest polls. So putting Peter Obi in the lead, and it looks like because when the polls get it wrong, okay, we have a tendency that people, even if the election was fair, people will call it foul because they reckon that maybe looking at the margin between maybe the first person and the second person, they look at it and say, if there's an error in the margins, the person should lead a bit. But for us to say that, maybe like the statement of Joby is saying that, well, if you decide not to vote for me, let's really talk about what is going to happen. I'm not sure what is going to happen here next. People will now be thinking, so if they do something saying that they're going to have a free and fair election, and that free and fair doesn't actually materialize as free and fair, and Joby, who is in the lead, actually doesn't see the actualization, what happens? Are we going to see a backlash from the public?
Well, I mean, in life, you've got to prepare for everything. So I believe that Peter Obi is just putting it out there in time, just as we saw Jonathan allow the winner to automatically become coming through by making that phone call in 2015, because the tension then was that Jonathan, the ruling party, was not going to hand over power. And we saw how things were played. Obama, sending, the Secretary of State then to Nigeria. So it also favored the APC as at that time. But as of now, we are not seeing the same thing. But we are seeing more, question around if election goes as planned and the result doesn't favor the Labour Party, and millions of Nigerians that are falling in love, with this idea of, Peter Obi. Are they going to wait for the next 8 years or 4 years again and come back, just as Trump might be coming back? Or are we going to see the situation of things where it will eventually mean that, whatever they were thinking did not happen? Or are we going to see challenges of court case that might probably mean that some part of Nigeria, Jonathan and Peter Obi needs the large number, but he also need about 25%. We did a breakdown some few weeks ago. But one thing is, more Nigerians prefer them compared to the two old gladiators that we've known in the past.
Wow. Listen, let's start with the UK. Sorry, I was monitoring some events going on at number 10 Downing Street. Well, normally, from time to time, we have to like people going live there to report as well. I can tell you that the Ukrainian leader has arrived at number 10 Downing Street to meet the Prime Minister, and after that, I'll be meeting the King as well. But, let's keep it fingers crossed, and as somebody said, we have to pray for them. Let's go so that we make the right choice. And we're going to make the right choice. What is the right choice? Who is the best candidate? And are we going to see that your vote, as Adam Baker is saying, that the insecurity and everything that is going on, you manage to get through that and go and vote, and the person that you voted for did not win. All right, then. Yes, so what are we looking at this evening?
So the impact of the first scarcity was, the discussion that we were looking prior before, but now we are now looking at the impact that is having on the Naira itself. So we're going to be reviewing the first scarcity, the Naira scarcity. Are we now seeing, Nigerians are being pushed, that they are now coming out as compared to keeping quiet and doing nothing? So we're going to be discussing all that. So we're going to be looking at the Naira and the first scarcity, the impact on Nigerians. Are Nigerians being pushed? Are we going to see everything dissolve in time before the 16 days that we are now on the countdown?
But may not what will happen. Let me say thank you very much, and you have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll catch up later.
Bye for now.
Bye. Well, listeners, that has been Mr. OLAMILEKAN for you.
So I'm not concerned. This is the 12th. No need lots of love because I'm putting Wednesday. Is always one of our busiest day as we prepare for the studio later on. But let's just do the next about the 12 o'clock. That way we will then wind down the whole program. I've been at our Instagram. The visual will come back again. Modipelo and koikimedia team that are working round the clock on the ground. It's not easy, but along easy for Nigeria is really at the verge of breaking up. We want to them have a break. Like máa jẹ́ kó yá fún àwa torí pé ìlú mẹ́jẹmẹ́jẹ ìlú tí kò ní any value system. The value system of Nigeria is gone, and if anybody is still hoping that we should save Nigeria, you are wasting your time. So I'm just doing a bit of moving around the studio a little bit. So now let's bring my face back to about the 12. And then let's get breakfast. Drink to Mokomulate and come to the you may look like to ban the laptop command the mouse. Sometimes they make it easy. Now let's bring my face back into the conversation. Thank you so much, everybody. So I think I should have my face. Okay, why are we having this? Okay, we were actually working with that before. So let me remove that. And then we can focus back. So we are at 24 minutes. That if you end the live stream, lower.
It is not in their hands because you know what? Power belongs to the unity of Nigeria. Anything we want. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders.
And I feel that probably this would help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. And I'm good. Not my statement. Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western Region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. Now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation. And the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into the composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Ahmadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. They thought, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different.
They're not one.
In their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country.
Well, mo kí gbogbo wa tí ẹ bá wa darapọ̀ sórí ètò tàárọ̀ yìí. Thank you so much. Obi is just there for distraction. You're quite right. Biafrans, we love you so much as we continue to monitor the situation of things. I just got this beautiful image produced by, I think, Ishokan, some of the Yoruba teams that are working around the clock. So this is beautiful. I love that. One boycott one Nigeria. Oduduwa nation straight. Oya Eparo. Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Edo, Ondo, Ekiti, Kogi, Delta, Kwara, Northern Fulani, Mawo, Leo. They want to keep us together, and we don't want to be together. What a complete shambles. Let's hear a little bit from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as well in this video. Somewhere, actually, yesterday I was getting calls that Nnamdi Kanu has been released. I believe that was an old video from 2017. But I don't know how that video popped up again and everybody thought Nnamdi Kanu has been released by the Fulani government. Let's hear from him here.
It's what we're going to get.
Once again, I want to ask this. Do you think this dream is realizable without a war? And are you prepared to fight another war?
This dream can be realized without a war. And let me put it this way, as soon as the people, the various ethnic groups in Nigeria realize what Nigeria means to each and every ethnic group, they will subscribe to our position. So it is realizable without a war. Before the white man came, let me ask you this, because it's an interview, which means you can ask me questions and I can ask you. Before the white man came, was there any Nigeria? Before the white man came, did Nigeria exist? It's a simple question that I'm asking you. Nigeria exist?
So why then are we trying to save Nigeria?
Then why are African people, black people dying over something that they did not create? Did any Yoruba man create Nigeria? The answer is no. No Igbo man created Nigeria. No Hausa man did. No Fulani man did. No Kanuri man did. No Jukud man did. When it comes to Nigeria, it's always a debate about it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn to rule. Now there are over 250 main ethnic groups in Nigeria. If you keep rotating the presidency every 8 years to each and every ethnic group, times 8 by 250. How many years are you going to get? So some people will die many times over. They will reincarnate many times over. The presidency hasn't come to them. Nigeria is a joke and an absolute mess. It was not created by black people. Therefore, it cannot be sustained by black people. I want to see an Africa where a Yoruba nation, a Yoruba mega nation extends from Togo all the way to Edo State. That's what I want. Because that is authentic Africa. I don't know why Africans are so beholden to something that is alien to them. Are you a white man? The lugard that created Nigeria is a white man. What are you doing as an African defending something that a white man created out of, should I say, a racist intent? Nigeria was an ordinary company, Royal Niger Company, an ordinary business venture that the British converted into a nation. And Africans are killing themselves, trying to maintain something that a white man created. Sometimes I wonder what type of God made African people. I don't understand it. And that is why you have this neo-colonialism. That is why the British High Commissioner had to go to Tinubu to ask him, how do you end this protest? Because if this protest continues, you're jeopardizing our oil. Nnamdi Kanu can use it as an advantage to go and get Biafra. They asked the army to go in and kill people. You people are being ruled by your colonial masters. Your fate is not in your hand. You're in a country that is 60 years old, so to speak. There is no electricity. If I am a Nigerian, I can't come out and say I'm a Nigerian. I'll be ashamed of myself. For 60 years, you have no electricity. For 60 years, no good roads. For 60 years, no good schools. For 60 years, your politicians are traveling abroad for medical treatment. I ask you, what is there to be proud of about Nigeria? Name one thing you can be proud of. Name one thing. It's a question I'm asking you, Dele. Tell me one thing you can be proud of in Nigeria.
Nigerians are amongst the brightest people in the world, including the Igbo people, of which you are one. You are a very brilliant man. That is Nigeria in your DNA.
I was born a Biafran, not a Nigerian. Nigeria is a historical mistake.
Was there a birth certificate at that time that wrote Biafra on it?
Of course, yes. You want me to show you? I will show it to you. I can email it to you. It's not here with me right now. I can email it to you. My person is Biafra.
I don't mind.
I will email it to you. So you see, what I'm asking is, if Nigeria never existed until the white man came, why are you as a black African man defending it? What's a white man created? Why? When you have Yorubas in Benin Republic, Yoruba is in Togo, they speak your language, they eat your food, they dress the same way you do, you have the same culture, the same value system, the same orientation, and I'm asking you, and the white man came from Europe and said, oh, you are Yoruba from Togo, you speak French. You're Yoruba from Benin Republic, you're going to speak French. But you, Dele, you're Yoruba from Nigeria, you speak English. Are people not perturbed by that? That level of dehumanization, that level of subjugation. You see, the one thing that shocks me about Africa and their class of intellectuals is the fact that they are willing to swallow hook, line, and sinker anything the colonial master gives to them. And I've asked you this very question. Can you go to Europe and create a country as a black man? The answer is no. Then why must you accept what a white man is doing in Africa? Do you see why we are poor and very backwards? Do you see why Nigeria can never have 24 hours of electricity? Never, ever, ever, ever. Because the foundation is faulty. The orientation of Fulani Janja, people were protesting SARS killings in the south. Fulani people in the north, you are busy having fun and laughing and smiling. And you want to be in the same country with them. Your value system, your reasoning, your understanding, your orientation can never, ever be the same. Never be the same. Why did Britain leave the EU? Then I'm asking you, are they not Christians? Are they not Democrats? Don't they believe in free trade and voting people in and voting them out? But then, why did Britain leave the EU? Why? The same Britain that left the EU is asking me not to leave Nigeria. Nigeria that is only 100 years old. Your grandfather was not a Nigerian. Was not. So why must you throw away the history of your family, the rich history of Yoruba people? Because a white man called the place Nigeria. Why must you do that? Why? Can I go to England and name them and name them Albania and say all your history is now gone? We are doing our ancestors a disservice. And let me tell you why Black Africa cannot go forward. Some people, not you, some people accepted this nonsensical balkanization of Africa with their useless flag independence. And your ancestors are in the grave. Your ancestors that existed before the white man was born, they are in the grave. You jettison their history and their identity. You banish it, you denigrate it, you insult them by accepting this garbage called Nigeria, and you want them to be happy with you. That is why no Black African country can see development.
Àwọn àǹfààní tí ó máa wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ onílùú: ìtọ́jú ìlera ọ̀fẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́, àǹfààní fún ilé gbígbé, àǹfààní fún àwọn ọmọdé, ètò ààbò tó péye. Òkùnkùn paradà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ dé, èyí túmọ̀ sí pé a máa níná nígbàkigbà àti lóòrèkóòrè. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ló máa jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ nínú ohun gbogbo. Ọ̀yà àti owó oṣù tó fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ́ oṣù. Gbogbo àgbáyé yóò máa wá gbafẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá, èyí tí a mọ̀ sí tourism, ètò ìfẹ̀yìntì tó péye. Ọ̀nà tó tẹ́jú tó sì dára yóò wà káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tó múnádóko pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn fún gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀. Àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ tó gbayì jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé yóò wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ètò àyè ẹ̀kọ́ tó dára jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé yóò sì wà. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ni yóò jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ fún ìdàgbàsókè ohun tó dára jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé. A kò ní nílò físà ìwé ìrìnnà fún ìrìnàjò láti lè lọ sí òkè òkun mọ́. Ìrọ̀rùn ló máa bá dé fún orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá àti gbogbo àwa ọmọ onílùú. Àyíká tó dára pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ bá wa ṣòwò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá jẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè aláṣẹ, orílẹ̀-èdè tí a kọ́ sórí àpáta tó lágbára tí kò sì lè yẹ̀ láéláé. Àwọn àǹfààní tí ó máa wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ onílùú:
ìtọ́jú ìlera ọ̀fẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́, àǹfààní fún ilé gbígbé, àǹfààní fún àwọn ọmọdé, ètò ààbò tó péye. Let us understand that Nigeria is not going to work. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ló máa jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ nínú. So if anybody thinks Nigeria is going to work, have you not thought about the benefit tí a máa ní tá bá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí our own independent and sovereign nation? And always we say that this opportunity that is going to come, let me read them quickly for those of us that probably do not know. So lára àwọn benefit tó máa wáyé when we have our own independent country, Pastor Mo, God of heaven and earth, we call you to support Yoruba nation and Biafra freedom. Juliet Ose, thank you so much. Let's go through this. Our Yoruba identity, getting back the Yoruba identity, Afegba identity wapada. Number 2, our own Yoruba language. What is there if we have our own Yoruba language? Mokiye Babawa Lanre, Mokiye Yusuf Zaki. I'll look into that. That's okay. Thank you so much, those of you that have joined us on the Instagram. Number 2, reviving Yoruba language will help to restore our culture and reform our currency. Printing of our own currency, which will come with more value. Mokiye Itawalori MixLR. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò bàbá wa Aláwò bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílùú Ìbàdàn, mo kí gbogbo ibi tí ọmọ Yorùbá wà káàkiri. Ẹ dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo akitiyan tí gbogbo wa ń ṣe lórí ìrìn àjò kí Elédùmarè kó bá wa gbàgbé bá ṣe ń ṣe lọ. Number 5, our resources, ability to control and manage our own almighty God-given resources. As we have it right now, Murieme Julatosin, we have a lot of resources in Yoruba land. Omi tó wà Londo, Ìdànrè, Èkìtì, Ọ̀ṣun, Kogi, Kwara, Ọ̀yọ́, and Lagos State. We have vast amount of resources that we can use. But the reason why those resources are in the hands of the Fulani today is because we are not in our own country. Sonki, I cite you there, Akunle, and the rest of you that we have not mentioned. Ganiu, Adeola, Ayodeji, Arara, Yawa Esther, Omobolaji Abdullahi, Yawa Olushola David, Ate grandmas and grandfather. Number 6, we will not be using the fraudulent 1999 constitution. We will have our own constitution. Yoruba constitution will define the system of governance, and all kings will function independently and will be given their due respect. As of today, none of our kings are respected. Everybody knows that. Muki Babawa Olarichi 768 on the Instagram. I cite you, and always love _Godchild. Temi Yemi Kolawole Genti 7 Biola Badmos Mukiyawa Adejoke Kola Bobo rather Ades 501 Smith Taiwo BBX 2020 Imperfect _Culti Ade Akinjide Ishola SS Omohumi Official Crown Weather quite a lot of you on the Instagram. Salakodimeji, wow, Quadri, Oluwagbenga, engineer, àìmọye engineer tó yẹ kí ẹ máa ṣiṣẹ́ tó pọ̀, kẹ máa bá wa draw àwọn big sky-rise building, but engineer lè ní nísìn, àfikọ́ lọ́n kó ṣàánú wa, mo kí yan engineer Tayo. Àwọn ọ̀báyàn kankan jà ló ṣe máa ń sọ, àwọn tó ń support APC àti PDP kò yé wọn ní kọ́lọ́n ọba lọ́jọ́ ìní kò jẹ́ kó yan Ajíbádé Adégbìtẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá ni mo kí o, mo ò ṣe ọmọ tí kò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ rò pé ìjọba tí ń ṣe Yorùbá nation àwa wà lórí screen báyìí káwa máa disrespect àwọn èèyàn náà, a kò ń gbé òtítọ́ fáwọn èèyàn pé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí ni. Thank you so much Sonke once again. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parí sí number 7 nínú interview wọ̀nyí. Prime Minister, Yoruba Prime Minister, ẹ̀yin náà wo ìlú yìí nísìn, a ní Prime Minister, a ní President l'Amẹ́ríkà, gbogbo ìlú lágbàáyé, àwa wá ní Nigeria President tí kò respect wa, tí kò ní value, àtẹ̀mọ̀ bí ó ti tọ́ ni bí ó ti kú bó wà láyé. I imagine, I mean, how did we get to where and deliberate pé ṣé Nigerian President wà láyé ṣó ti kú? Báwo la ṣe dé stage yẹn? How did we get to that stage? Tá à ń doubt pé ṣé ó ti kú ni? Buhari ṣó wà láyé, ṣó ti kú àbó ti wà láyé? Àwọn àgbẹ̀ padà síbẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ fẹ́kẹ́ wo reaction ojú mi ni. Ṣó wà láyé àbó ti kú? I mean, how did we get to that stage? President America ní sin àmọ̀ kó wà láyé, I doubt it. President Canada, Trudeau, I doubt it. President Malaysia, I doubt it. President Ghana, I doubt it. Àwa ń doubt president tiwa, I doubt it. Ṣó wà láyé, ṣó ti kú, Nnamdi Kanu ló kú, àwọn nínú kò kú o. Ó ní dementia ní o bí Tinubu. Àwọn kan máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ní Tinubu, máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, máa wà gbàlagbà. I mean, báwo la ṣe gbé stage yẹn náà nílẹ̀ ayé tá à ń gbé yìí? Ká máa doubt pé ṣé president wà nìyẹn. Ẹ mọ̀, ó jẹ́ kíyàn máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìlú ẹ̀ ni. Ó yẹ kí president wa máa bọ̀, ká lọ line up láti Heathrow, ká line up títí débi tó máa lọ, ká welcome ẹ̀, ká máa lọ jó níwájú Abuja House, àfi bí ìjà láti jọ́ tó ti ń ṣe election Nàìjíríà. Èyí tẹ́ wà lé, ẹ listen, ẹ gbọ́ràn kò ṣàwàwó freezer òun ló ń dùn yẹn tí bá ṣe tán nísìn mo ṣe fẹ́ tètè ṣe tán màá lọ oúnjẹ tó ṣe sílẹ̀ màá lọ jẹun màá relax màá bá tèmi lọ again. Iṣẹ́ mélòó lórí ṣe ní last year? Ní ọdún tó kọjá iṣẹ́ mélòó lórí ẹ̀yin engineer wa iṣẹ́ mélòó? Bàbá mi gbógi 1881 mo kí dáàdì tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ la máa fi ń kí àgbàlagbà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kí ọmọdé á kí àgbàlagbà náà ní bó ṣe máa kí ọmọdé tó máa gbogbo kílẹ̀ ti dàrú nísìn. Bàbá ẹ̀kọ́ gbé ṣe gbé jẹjẹ bá lọ bàbá wèrè wù. Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀? It's because of the system. Follow protocol ìran wa mọ́. The Western world la wá follow. Kò ń ṣe pé ó bad but ó yẹ káwa náà ní government of our own Yoruba institution. Tó máa lọ sí bank, tó máa bá wọn sọ institution, civil servant. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà again, ká wo ìtàǹbànú. Judicial system will be one that has respect for human rights. Chidoke, thank you so much. Some places economies are propped up by Nigeria, not the West. Even some African countries get electricity and gas while we are paying for it. You're right. My brother, Waris Jinodu, vegetable state of mind, president ghost. We thought Jonathan was worst until they bring Buhari. Imagine bringing Tinubu. Imagine bringing Atiku. And people that are thinking Peter, imagine bringing Peter Obi. Oh my God, the West will be so happy because it's the puppet of the West. Let's go back into security. Security system all over the world is in. The reason why you don't get visa to UK is because they want to be sure that you are not the Boko Haram or the ISIS, or you are not the Yahoo that will get here and make more problem for them. That is why they are tightening the security. Look, let me say something. Maybe I should start telling some of you my experience in this country. Bí a kì í máa ṣe 10-minute video. Kí lẹ feel ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa? Just to give you, the background of what I've gone through in this country. Ṣé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe yẹn náà? So that not to tell you not to come to this country, but just to let those of you that will arrive to prepare your mind and heart for whatever consequence you will go through in this country. You'll be surprised and amazed. The background that you go through nílùú. But yet, and so I want you, thank you so much, maybe. Eh? Not that I'm not happy living here. Look, forget it. Forget, you think all this one, we are the abused British. I am happy living here. Because all this I'm doing here, I cannot do it in Nigeria. They will come and arrest me and bundle my wife and bundle myself and everything. So I'm happy here. I have lived. Look, I left Nigeria before the 1999 election. So don't come and tell me to come back home. Come to do what? Come to do what? This is where I live. After I finished in Abeokuta Grammar School in 1995, I went to live in Lagos Island. Adenijadele, there's no water. Èmi ni màá lọ pọn mi pẹ̀lú koroba, màá gbé koroba sórí báyìí. You know, màá lọ pọn mi nísàlẹ̀, màá gbé kó tó di pé onítàwọ́ ní ká máa lo àwọn mọ́là kó máa bá gbómi wá sókè. Because omi ò jáde wá láti ìsàlẹ̀ wá sókè. I lived there for 3 years. And throughout the time I was living there, I did not see, we thought we were suffering then. I was not suffering because my mom was able to. Then there was Western Union Western Union is not working in Nigeria now because of all the scam going on in Nigeria. Èmi máa ń rówó gbà, èmi ò tẹ́ mọ̀ kí mo sì máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ tó yẹn. Ọ̀tìgbà tí èmi lọ́dún pé àwọn ìyá yìí ti faṣẹ́ dànù. You know that when they send Western Union, you will be so happy. The moment you receive that money, you will be so excited. Then Adenijadele, ó ti dirty lẹ́ sọ ni, ó ti di slum. Èyí sọ dirty. Àdúgbò gbogbo phase 1 to phase 4 slum ni. Ṣẹ́tẹ̀ wá ráhùn tó ń gbé ní gbogbo ẹ̀yìn phase 4 yẹn. Ṣẹ́rí phase 2 tẹ̀lé gbé yẹn. Àwọn tó ń gbé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn, ó dà pé block 106, àwọn block 107. Ìgbà yẹn ni mo ti mọ, inú phase 2 ni mo ti mọ Akiolu. He was a police officer. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ kan gbé ní phase 2, mọ́mí àwọn Jọkẹ́. Lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ building tí wàá báyìí ló ń gbé ní phase 2. Ìyẹn ọba tí mo sọ ọba of Lagos ni mo sọ. Before he become a king ni mo sọ yìí. He had a second wife in phase 2. Ládéníjàdèlè. Àwọn Múyìwá, Jọkẹ́ àti àwọn mẹ́ta ni wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ. But ṣẹ́rí tí mo sọ fáwọn yẹn pé it's not because of anything. If I was not doing Yoruba Nation, look, maybe I would just be doing. Tó bá yẹ pé mi náà wà nílé, maybe èmi náà máa operate bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń operate. Tẹ̀mọ̀táwọn tó wà nínú ìgbà àpẹẹrẹ yẹn, máa wọ̀ kókó ìkí tó yẹ kó máa bá wa jà fún Yoruba Nation. Just like I'm now talking to Bob D. Because Bob D support Atiku. He has the right to support whoever he wants to support. But Bob D has also suffered. Òun náà sọ fún ibò ti jìyà because he was taught, he ran away from Nigeria. So at the end of the day, Nigeria ti gbé àwọn ní. You think that if I have not involve myself in Yoruba Nation, ilé máa sọ tí máa ṣe fún mi ni. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn media tó wà ní Nàìjíríà ní sinú support Yoruba Nation? So not that I'm mo please ara mi àbí mo appreciate ara mi, but èmi náà lè máa ṣe kúlékúlé, you know, kí máa ṣe kú. And because èmi ní advantage èmi ní ni pé èmi ti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, and the time tí mo fi ń padà wá sílé ní 2015 yẹn, I could have got involved in politics. Compare, they like people that come from abroad as long as you will lick their ass. And I had all the opportunity. I keep telling you that. I had every opportunity to be involved because I have every opportunity. Every opportunity in the money. Because number one, mo ti ní exposure. Kí ló ń pè exposure? It's not going to university is exposure. You think when you finish that degree, imagine somebody called yesterday, geologist àbí kí ni máa yẹn náà kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà, ní Yorùbá land, láti 2010, ó ń ṣe POS. I had the opportunity because èmi ti jáde kúrò Nàìjíríà, so I was already exposed to so many things and I was already connected to some of them when they come to UK. So if I wanted to have made a lot of money, and become, look, I would have been given at least 3 security to mama tẹ̀lé mi náà. Mo mọ bí ṣe máa tó ètò yẹn. Because I was well connected with people that was connected to the power. I keep saying it, Kọ́lọ́mbà Fọ̀rúnkẹ́ Ọ̀túnba Dàpọ̀ Williams. Kò fi mí ṣeré tó fi kú. And he knows that the government does not like me anymore. So he always say, Koiki, àbúrò mi. mo fẹ́ invite ẹ̀ but ó yẹ ẹ tó wá ti pè mí máa ń pẹ́ Koiki ọ ti dé o ọmọ bó ṣe máa ọmọ bó ṣe máa so don't think that eré tí mo wá jókòó níbí báyìí but now mo kọ̀ ọ́ kí so bí gbogbo yẹn lè mi fi because imagine coming to Nigeria in 2015 I would have made money èmi náà ti dolówó màá ti kọ́lé ìtẹ̀sẹ̀ sọ pé Koiki owó Yorùbá nation màá ti kọ́lé bàbá ilé àbí kí n rẹ́ǹtì ilé tó dáa àní mo sọ fún yín pé èèyàn kan sẹ́ ó ní gbogbo picture tí mo ní yẹn ó ní kí n kàn gba ọ́fíìsì kan kakọ̀ lé gbogbo picture mo ní kí la máa fi ṣe ó ní èmi ò rí pé gbogbo network mi mo lè parọ́ fún yín nísìn pé mò ń ṣe visa tó bá yẹ pé bí ṣe ń wálé because mo there's so many things I could have done in Nigeria but Nigeria is not a society Nigeria is a society pé àwọn náà lọ máa padà wá pa ẹ́ àwọn tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn náà lọ máa rán yàn kan tó wá pa ẹ́ they could poison you they could kill you with assassin they only run assassin kò wá pààyàn is that a society is that a society so I am pleased níbi tí mo wà yìí for now look I am comfortable kò ṣeré tó yóò tún bí ṣe gbà báyìí nísìn mo dira yáadáa even though pé mo ti wọnú ilé pé mo ti káàkiri bí ẹṣin oníwò lè mọ̀ so tá a bá wà níbí báyìí tèmi jókòó tèmi ń sọ fún yín I am in my 40s look mọ́mí wa pastor mo how many ọdún ni o máa ṣe nílùú Èkó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gba pension ṣé 67 àbí 65 mo rántí mọ́ ṣé 67 or 65 wàláì ní èjì tí mo wà nísìn tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ nísìn my pension will be guaranteed pé mo ní mo fi ṣe business because business is wàhálà ní business ẹni ṣe business bá wàhálà ni so èyí tẹ wà nílé tá à ń fún ní encouragement ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbá àwọn títí ó bá gbọ́ náà ti wá jáde bí okay 65 so pé mo wà ní abroad mo ń pariwo Yorùbá nation it should be something that you àwọn kan pariwo Yorùbá nation wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣayé wọn lọ okay ṣé gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi ló ń ṣe Yorùbá nation mi they are living there mo mọ ẹni tó ti lọ Nàìjíríà mo sọ fún yín pé kí tó gbàwé mi mo dé airport ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ you know I had to drive I have my full license since Back in 1999, ni mo ti gba full license mi nílùú. I got my driver license. I believe mo ní láti lọ wo. Mbọ, ẹ jẹ́ n gbé kúrò lórí screen. Mo fẹ́ lọ wò. Mbọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ilé náà. 2013 ni mo gba UK driver license mi. June precisely. Olúwa níwájú mi. Ó mọ̀ gbà tó máa expire. Ṣé mo gbà tó máa expire tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi? Òun ni mo wò báyìí. Òun ni torí at least o ṣáà rí orí pinky ni torí pinky ni. Ó wà láwọn mi kódà mo nílò láti wá van nílùú yìí. Because manual èmi like manual ni mo dẹ̀ kọ́ mọ́tò wà ní Nàìjíríà so kò dàbí sórí èmi ti ní exposure tí wọ́n ti rí ìyẹn lèmi ṣe fi ń lament pé ẹjẹ́ á lo exposure yẹn ká fi gbára wa kúrò nínú oko ẹrú ok 67 ni ok ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà 2048 ni license yẹn máa expire ó allow mi pé kí n lọ mo lè fi wá a little bit of grade tó ní yẹn ṣàlàyé fún ẹ àwọn tó ní license yẹn lọ́wọ́ ló máa yé mo lè wá a yẹn àwọn motorcycle ni mo kọ̀ láti lọ ṣe test kékeré ni kí n má lọ máa lara mi mọ́lẹ̀ mo lè fi wá B1 àwọn tó mọ B1 ó yé wọn mo lè fi wá B mo lè wá lọ upgrade ẹ̀ bóyá mo fẹ́ lọ wá training ni mo fẹ́ lọ wá àwọn 40 foot container ni ṣé mo pa àwọn tó ń pawó àwọn tó ń wá truck ni wọ́n pawó wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fi lọ sí Europe it will cost me about 3,000 mo mọ ẹ tó ń ṣe nísìn mo fẹ́ lọ kọ nígbà kan it will have cost me probably about 3,000 pounds but owó tí màá make so I have opportunity láti máa pawó but eléyìí tí mo ń ṣe ó please me, mo wà happy, mo wà satisfied because mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ní gbàgbé orúkọ yìí láyé eléyìí tí mo ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, ìbéèrè tí mo máa béèrè ni pé ǹjẹ́ wọn náà máa ríru eléyìí ṣe tó máa fi kú nínú Nàìjíríà jagbajagba, ǹjẹ́ àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlú ni Nàìjíríà ń ṣèlú license tí mo dẹ̀ ní ìnísìn kò ní point kan lórí 12 point ni tó bá ti lè gba 12 point wọ́n ti gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Full driver license. The last time I drove in this country was 3 years ago. Wọ́n ṣe pé mo lè wa mọ́tò. Mo rí pé kò necessary. Gbogbo tẹ́ máa rí mi lórí bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn. Ṣòro àwọn tó máa ń ṣe fídíò nínú mọ́tò yẹn. Èmi náà lè lọ ra mọ́tò kan kí n máa ṣe fídíò yẹn náà. Owó expensive. Mọ́tò ló fi ń ṣeré yẹn. Ó wá wò tó o bá níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tó o níṣẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ forget it. Mọ́tò ṣe tó lè máa lọ fi máa ṣe pé fi ṣe. Ní Nàìjíríà nísìn ẹlòmíì akọ gbé mọ́tò agbègbè akọ máa drive kò ní steering kò ní brake kò ní braking oil kò ní engine oil kò ní akọ pààyàn. Ìwọ tó wá gbéra láti UK tó ní kí n shut up mọ́tò tí ó mọ̀ṣẹ́ bí mọ́tò tẹ ló service ṣé mọ́tò tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tó ṣọ́ọ̀pù ní brake tó máa dún pé this pad mọ́tò ètò ó ti lọ because wọ́n manage lẹ́yìn ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. And that is why so many people have died. Negligence kò ní bàjẹ́ fún Azeez. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn warehouse tó fi ń run tó business tó ní Miami. Ó ṣe fídíò kan fún mi ni mo. Ó ní Koiki mo fẹ́ gbé lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú tó níná. Wọ́n á tún pàdánù ni. Wọ́n lè sọ pé kí ló wá ṣe. Wọ́n á tún wá pàdánù. Big business ló ní Miami. Ẹ̀mọ táwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tó ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní níta tó fẹ́ gbé wá ní clinic ní dentist ní agriculture do you know? Ní system tó lè fi work tí bá fẹ́ set up kankan nísìn pókè bá ṣe ń ṣe media as an example nísìn number one tí bá tẹ̀ ní òkè káwọn ọmọ ká ṣe proper studio ká ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àtúmọ̀ á fi generator máa fi run ẹ̀. Kò ṣe monitor kò ṣe madness real madness. Mo fẹ́ kó pé tó bá ti pé 3 hours so we just about 15 minutes bá àgbà kọ́ ọmọ mi. So some of you don't understand that àwa tá wà níta ìyẹn ló ṣe mú àwa nígbà àyà because a ti wá realize pé kí ni gbogbo space ti UK níṣà nígbà tí bá kàn lọ báyìí lórí àwọn bọ́ọ̀sì títì bó ṣe kéré look at the road títì yẹn bó ṣe kéré and the buses are moving ẹ̀rí pé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe bá tó máa ń lọ lórí bọ́ọ̀sì ni ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe máa ń filẹ̀ nígbà tí máa ṣe program tó máa lọ báyìí á lọ báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni driver physical activity test license yìí nísìn tí mo bá ti kọjá ìyá ara mi màá máa lò lọ àwọn kan ti gba point bó ṣe ń wò mí báyìí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà point mélòó lẹ́yìn ni àwọn kan náà àwọn ìyá wa tó ti já steering tó ti speed wọ́n ti fún wọn ní point ẹlòmíì tó bá ti ń di pé ó ti ń di 6 point tó máa wà caution ni èmi nísìn 12 point ni mo ní. That is the society, that is the system. So ẹ jẹ́ ká parí benefit tá à ń sọ lọ yẹn ká tó mẹ́nu kúrò níbẹ̀. Nigeria, Allah. I just pity people that are told, Allah, tí jayé, wàláì. Mo sọ fún yín pé 24 years tí mo jẹ nílùú yìí, kẹ́ tó lè jẹ́rú ayé yẹn, ó máa kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Ó lè jẹ́rú ayé tí mo jẹ nílùú yìí, ó lè jẹ́ ni mo sọ kò ń ṣépè. Ayé tí mo ti jẹ ní UK, ó máa yé yẹn, ó rò pé ká mọtí, náà àbí ọmọtí, kò ń ṣe náà. Peace of mind. Kò sí nǹkan tó dáa tó peace of mind. Àwa náà ní pressure cooker wà o. But there's nothing like the peace of mind. The peace that you will enjoy. The peace to my enjoy. Oh, le ever enjoy in Nigeria. Ẹ bá ṣe briefly ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Kí mo tẹ̀lé gbà kọ́ tó yẹ ìbọn ni o. Because mo ti ń ṣe closing remarks. Ẹ dá sí kíákíá.
Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ school ní 2021. The first time we went to my student finance. The first one was for me. Never was for 9,250. I was school lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. You know, they gave me lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. At my age, mi ò lè dáwọ́ yẹn padà.
for sure wọ́n lè mọ̀ bó ṣe lọ nílùú yìí tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ legal work for the hell up to super amount ló máa dáwó yẹn padà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé amọ̀fáṣe máa ṣe 4 hours job tó wà lẹ́yìn nígbà táwọn ẹ̀rọ máa ṣe many 100 hours.
Cash in hand.
So yeah, the first money they did for me was almost 13,000 pounds. What else? So 4,000 something every 4 months. Oh, they disturb the schedule ṣe. Kí tó mọ kó tó ṣẹlẹ̀, àyàwó mi ní kí apá fún children's care also. Ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe pé òun náà ló bá fi apply sí. Wọ́n bẹ̀ sí sọ 8.
Ṣé kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo wọn yẹn lẹ kó lọ lọ invest ní Nàìjíríà tí ó tẹ́ bá gbé invest ní Nàìjíríà ẹ ti jẹ bàbá ẹ̀. Tó gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó gba owó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn Nàìjíríà lọ kówó yẹn lọ. Nàìjíríà o.
Tí mo ti wá ṣe mistake yẹn.
Ra mọ́tò ẹ sẹ́ndì àmì ọ̀tún máa sọ orúkọ mọ́tò tẹ̀ máa sẹ́ndì ẹ sẹ́ndì Toyota Yaris ní o ẹ sẹ́ndì Pakuluku ní o tó bá ti sẹ́ndì ẹ̀ bá ìgbésẹ̀ ní òní rí return ẹ̀ra iron wọ́n máa ń lo iron ẹ̀ra gáàsì gbogbo ẹ̀ láwọn èèyàn ti sẹ́ndì ìyà làwọn èèyàn jẹ ní owó tẹ̀ ká fi invest ìlú yìí. wọ́n tún fọ́ọ̀gùn lé ẹ̀gbọ́n tó bá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìlú òṣì.
mi ò rí láti owó
níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ti bẹ́ẹ̀. eléyìí ló tún rẹ́ẹ̀nì nísìnyí Mr. Frank ẹ bá wa sẹ́ndẹ̀ lé wálé wọ́n máa rà á ẹ ṣọ yìí tí mo fi ránṣẹ́ títà àwọn máa ra eléyìí ẹ tún lóde ẹrù gbogbogbogbogbò àwọn èèyàn tún lóde ẹrù ní Europe lamẹ́ríkà wọ́n tún sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí ilé ẹlòmíì sí ṣọ́ọ̀pù gbogbo ẹ̀dí ó di wòbe nothing to come back ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi nothing came back. Do you know the investment people have done? Investment táwa ń ṣe yẹn I feel support economy ni because we didn't have a government. Ẹni tẹ́ rò pé ó ní kẹlọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀pù tí wọ́n wá fi ṣọ́ọ̀pù yẹn tó rò pé ìyá alájẹ tó wà ní Àkúrẹ́ tí ó wà ní UK tó wá ń fowó ránṣẹ́ pé ẹ gba ṣọ́ọ̀pù sákúrẹ́ ká máa send ọjà síbẹ̀ ìwọ wá jẹrun pín. Gbogbo ẹ̀ lájọ ń fèsì báyìí nísìnyí. Do you know the headache? Ẹ ti rán ẹlòmíì lọ sí ọ̀run àpàpàǹdodo ẹlòmíì wà láyé ní Europe ó ti dead. Mo tún ṣe rí lórí Twitter àníkẹ́rẹ́ jà sí Twitter wọ́n ní bàbá kan ṣẹ̀ délé 15 years ilé tó ní kọ́ bá ń kọ́ ilé kan wọ́n ti ilé dẹ̀. If we have invest ẹlòmíì tó bá jẹ́ pa mọ̀ ni right the money tí àwọn náà invest ó yẹ kí lọ fi owó yẹn kí fi invest sínú ara mi. But we thought we had family back home that we can support. Yeah, we were supporting them, but the government was not there to back it up to help us. Imagine if we were sending money home. Okay, àwa ti gba shop. Àti load the shop yẹn pẹ̀lú ọjà. Kò sí ná. Okay, ẹni kíyàn lọ ra freezer. $8 máa ń ta freezer. 50,000, 80,000. Ó yá lọ ra freezer. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa ń ta pure grammar tèmi. Inú ilé wọn ní Adéníjà Àdèlé ní phase 2. Ni a ti ń ṣe ice táwọn èèyàn máa wá rà tó fi lọ ń tajà ní ìdúmọ̀tà kò ní sórí ẹ̀yin politician lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní ogun lákàyè máa pa gbogbo yín ni fún ìkàtẹ́ ṣe fún wa yìí ṣèbí náà tẹ wà nígbà yẹn níṣẹ́ mo ṣe understand nígbà yẹn wọ́n ra deep freezer fún grandma ojú ilé lọ tí mò ń lò àwa to ike ọ̀dà oríṣiríṣi size ni ẹ máa tó ike ọ̀gàdà láti sàlẹ̀ àwa fi pákó sí àwa àtò tó bá ti ń dánwó òkè àwa tún máa change sizes àwọn abọ́ yẹn àwọn èèyàn ti dé láàárọ̀ àwọn tó ń lọ tajà nílùú mọ́tà wọ́n ti dé tó ti di blọọkì tìbí náà tẹ wà nígbà yẹn ni èèyàn mélòó lórí náà lò ládéníjà délé nísìn messed up and àwọn ọ̀rá èmi grandma tèmi àtàn generator sínú ilé wọn tó fi tèmi fi kúrò Nàìjíríà bí àgbà tí mo wá lọ ọwọ́ ara generator fún wọn because iná ẹ̀ ṣì ń constant díẹ̀díẹ̀ níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn Buri Embe Council Studio, ọ̀rẹ́ mi dáadáa. Do you know the investment people have done? Ẹ rò pé àwọn ni àwọn ẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ Biafra àwọn yẹn invest délé àwọn yẹn container ni at the end of the day Fúlàní ló pa gbogbo wọn. As they were loading container from Germany, loading container from China, loading container from all over the tó bá ti dé Nàìjíríà báyìí wọ́n gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé. Wọ́n gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé. Nigeria, oh my God. But the problem we are now having is, I want sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation nísìn, the same people tí Nigeria ti suffer, wọ́n tún wọ́n sọ fún wa nísìn pé Tinubu ló lè ṣe. The same people tí a sọ pé Nigeria ti yẹ ká suffer, wọ́n ní Peter Obi ló lè ṣe. The same people that can complain about Nigeria, they are now saying Atiku ló lè ṣe. Are you mad people? Ẹ lọ sí gbogbo ibi tó ti ń ta ọtí ní ẹjọ́ Friday ní UK, ní gbogbo joint restaurant. Àwọn ọmọ Igbo, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ lọ sí gbogbo, ẹ lọ sí Peckham níbi tó ti ń jẹ túwó, tó ń jẹ àmàlà ní Peckham. Wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà, but a sọ pé Nàìjíríà work nísìn. Wọ́n ní no, ẹ̀yẹ Tinubu ló dé nísìnyí, Jagarudi, olè. Because àwọn náà rò pé tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀, àwọn náà rí nǹkan kan jẹ nínú ẹ̀. Everybody just want to chop, you know. Ẹlòmíì gbogbo tó nídìí ní lọ́wọ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ni pé ó ti ní dọ́kúmẹ̀ntì kan tó fẹ́ kọ́ báwọn sign, kókò ṣáà sign kó lọ máa fi jí owó. Criminal civil servant, criminal wọ́n pọ̀ nínú civil servant yẹn, bàbá olè ló pọ̀ jù nínú yín níbẹ̀, bó jẹ́ gbogbo yín o, criminals ló wà nínú yín. Èyí tẹ̀ ti fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó pín nìyẹn. Ẹmọ tẹ́lómi jẹ́ Nàìjíríà ni inú owó báǹkì táwa àwa diaspora àwa tẹ̀lá ń jìyà jù. Ṣẹlẹ̀ diaspora ọmọ pọ̀ lè wálé ní kíákíá, wọ́n máa yọ owó yẹn díẹ̀. Ẹ̀rín tí ìyá kan lọ́lé tí ìyá yẹn ní pé gbogbo owó tóun ní account wọ́n ti change orúkọ àwọn bank manager tó yẹ ká dá síìtì sí lára. Mad people all over the place. Ní ṣoríire ni mo sọ gbogbo ẹ tó bá ní ká má lọ. Mad people all over the place. Ẹ ní àwọn èèyàn lára, ẹ ní wá lára, a dẹ̀ ń sọ fún yín pé ìnira yìí ti tó, ẹ jẹ́ a máa lọ, ẹ fẹ́ kí shut up your mouth. Look, I am very comfortable here in my little comfort zone. Investment àṣẹ sí Nàìjíríà láyé, èmi ò lè advise anybody kó lọ invest kankan sí Nàìjíríà mọ́ nísìn. And those of you that still have investment there, I wish you best of luck. I wish you best of luck. Àwọn tó wà nílé, táwọn náà ti pa àwọn èèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ nílé, wọ́n ẹlòmíì ti lọ sóko látàárọ̀. Ọwọ́ ló fi ń gé oko tó jẹ́ pé blister ọwọ́ ẹlòmíì ti yí bí pọ̀ mọ́. Fúlàní àwa dé níjọ́ kan, a kò gbára lé lórí, a ṣàpán tó bá gbé lọ sí tán, ẹ máa gbé lé débi bá yọ, ẹ máa gbé lọ sí Ìlaró bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ibẹ̀ lọ́ti máa treat them. No hospital, no nothing. And today, people are still saying we should save Nigeria. And I ask myself, and read the band. You don't see Igboho, maybe blue shirt. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún bàbá wa olóyè Sunday Igboho. Èèyàn làwọn yẹn, ó fi gbogbo tó ní sílẹ̀. Ní Yorùbá lòun fi serve, ìgbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Bàbá yẹn Igboho ṣá. Aláwọn olówó tó lè dé títì ẹ̀, ó ti kọ́ ọmọ ẹrukú síbẹ̀. Igboho ó ṣàgbà láìsílẹ̀, ọmọ àlè tó ń jẹ nílẹ̀ tó mu nílẹ̀, ó wá mọ́ọ̀kì Igboho lójú. Ojoojúmọ́ ló mọ́ọ̀kì Igboho. Bí a rò pé àmọ́ ni, ó mọ́ọ̀kì Igboho lójoojúmọ́. Bí òun lọ fi jẹ chief of the first staff. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà. Wọ́n ti méjì ká lọ sí Alákétu ní Benin Republic nínú àti wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọmọ. Ó ti ṣe débẹ̀ báyìí tó rí pọ́n tayò ló ti bọ́ bàtà ló ti jókòó sílẹ̀ ẹlẹ́nu tí ń bá wọn tayò. Ìgbà náà kọ́ máa wọ́n dà pé what kind of man is this? Akọ́ máa wọ́n dà nígbà mi. Wọ́n á gba tébù tẹ́nísì báyìí, kò sẹ́ńtọ́ lè bá tébù tẹ́nísì. Ó wá wà lójú kan, inú ẹ̀kan wá ń dùn. And then say what? ẹ̀rẹ̀ lè gbé dádì tí ń jáde mọ́mì tí ń yẹ̀ gbé wọn jáde ọ̀nkú tí ń yẹ̀ gbé wọn jáde ojú ló kán ìbòjì òun máa débẹ̀. He spoke for like almost some very good time yesterday. Láàrin méjì akọ̀tún rẹ́rìn èèyàn kan wá ní kí n má wà lóyà sí dádì ẹni bá lóyà sí dádì tiẹ̀ tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ sókè dádì tiẹ̀ tó gbẹnu dákẹ́ dádì àti mọ́mì tiẹ̀ ní bá lóyà sí tí bá lóyà sí Ìgbòho ta ní bá túra lóyà sí. adérí ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ èèyàn wa ẹ pàdé mi nírọ̀lẹ́ lágbára Elédùmarè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tó bá di aago 6 lórí Star Radio UK. ẹ kí lọ wá nǹkan jẹ maize go mo rí ń bẹ kí o gbóyún ó fi gbogbo ó gbọ́n tó ní ló fi sílẹ̀. mo bí wọn lánàá mo ní báàmì àwọn ọmọ ń kọ́ ẹ̀yin kú gbogbo ẹ̀yin máa ní. kúyà ó ti lọ ti di Germany 5 days 3 days ó tún padà dé kúyà ó tún lọ. Wicked people. Èmi sọ fún yín mo sọ the only 2 people tí federal mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lájà mo kí àlájà dáadáa ìyá Ìgbòho làwọn yẹn mo wá kí ìyàwó Ìgbòho gangan mo kí àwọn ìyàwó yín mo kí àwọn ọmọ kò sùúrù mo bí wọn lánàá wọn ní bá mi àwọn ọmọ kọ àwọn náà wọn ní coordinator ilé ìta gbé dání mo béèrè fún àwọn ọmọ yín kọ because I know how many times he will have been to Germany láti lọ wọ àwọn ọmọ yín and wicked people who point the fingers in point the fingers. He left everything. Let me go. Ọlọ́run àpòlùwà. Ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣá wà nílé ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Tí bá sọ ọ ní ẹ máa ń dẹnu ni pé gbogbo fídíò mi ṣe mọ̀ pé gbogbo fídíò tí mo máa ń sọ fáwọn yẹn pé gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́mọ ọmọ àlè yẹn ló máa gbé wá sínú gúrùpù wọn máa rẹ́rìn ẹ̀rí Kóìkì ẹlẹ́nu yọ̀bọ̀rọ̀ èmi náà sọ yẹn èmi bẹ́ẹ̀ dàjọ yín lọ àbúrọ̀dì lèmi gbé ìyà ò jẹ mí. ẹ̀yin nìyà ń jẹ́ ẹ̀yin lọ́lọ́pàá ń lé kiri àdúrà ẹlòmíì ni pé kọ́lọ́pàá wá kan lẹ̀ fún ilé mi àbára wa pàǹtó tán lẹ̀ UK lèmi wà ẹ rò pé Nàìjíríà ni mo wà ní. ẹ̀yin nìyà ń jẹ́ ọmọ àlè gbogbo ẹ mọ àwọn fídíò kan tí máa ń ṣe tí máa ń bínú gan tí máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo fídíò yẹn wọ́n lọ ń replay wá gbé wá sínú gúrùpù wọn. ẹ̀yà láwọn èèyàn tó wà ní gúrùpù yẹn tán fún mi ní information lójoojúmọ́ wọn tó bá ti wá gbé wá sínú gúrùpù yẹn wọ́n wá máa rẹ́rìn ẹ̀rí Kóìkì wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Ìgbòho ni ó rán mi iṣẹ́ so ẹ̀ tó ti yẹ yín nísìn they are mocking Ìgbòho. ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ẹ tí a ti fẹ́ máa lọ ìyá wa Rúkàyà tẹ́ máa láti wọ́n padà sẹ́yìn ni wà láti recognize yín lórí program tẹ́sì mú kí yín ṣẹwárẹ̀ èèyàn ọmọ tẹ wà nílé ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ni mo sọ etí Ìgbòho sì sọ fún mi lánàá nìyẹn confam ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ojú ló ń kán ìbòjì òun ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ kan mo fi sọ 1 hour lájọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá nínú ilé ìgbà ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀ ẹ tún ní kọ́kọ́ ti bíbà mo ní kọ́kọ́ ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ẹ tún máa fi yẹn ẹ máa fi ta yín bọ̀ ní tí ẹ mọ̀ ni pé ẹ̀yin ò lè lè gbé páyìn ẹ lè gbé nǹkan kan tí Ìgbòho ò báyìí tí gbẹnu sókè ẹ lè lọ sí anywhere ni mo sọ fún yín confam ìbí sọ yẹn Ìgbòho lẹ fi máa ń ta yín yẹn bí Ìgbòho bó bá ní Kóìkì lọ jáde síta tó tún lọ ẹ lè lọ sí ẹ ṣáà lọ yanjú ọ̀ràn tẹ dá sílẹ̀ ẹ lọ yanjú àwọn yẹn mo sọ fún yín pé orí dẹ́sìkì lọ́mọ tí wàá bá mi mo ti fi sọ yẹn nísìn ìyàn kan pè lánàá bá ló ní bàbá Kóìkì ẹjọ́ mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ní ọkọ̀ òun náà bàbá má ṣe yẹn ìmọ̀ àti fi gbẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ṣáà lọ yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀ lọ ń bẹ̀ mí lánàá níbí báyìí pé kí n jọ pé wọ́n ní pé èmi nìkan lọ pè mo ní èmi nìkan lọ pè èmi mo rán yín iṣẹ́ ni a ní kẹ́yìn ẹ ṣáà ẹ ní sùúrù ẹ̀yin ti jẹ́ ẹ listen sí instruction tó o bá listen sí instruction owó gálọ́pì nìyẹn tó bá dẹ̀ wọ gálọ́pì ó máa pààyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín until baba Akíntóyè the emeritus tó bá give go ahead until Ìgbòho bá give go ahead that's all. Anybody give go ahead and turn on Kóìkì ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń dín bọ́ ni lórí ìjọba yẹn lọ́jà rí tí a ti play anthem àbáyé ti play ẹ̀ rántí mọ́ messed up country. Ó ń rá bàbá ó ń bẹ̀ mí níwẹ̀ lánàá ni tí fi mẹ́nu lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀ràn pé journalist lè ní èmi máa ń ẹ̀nà ni mo fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó yé ló ti yé àná lọ́ tún bẹ̀ lánàá níbẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ pé wọ́n ní kọ́ pé Koiki pé kó jọ àwọn ní àwọn give instruction àná ni mo sọ yìí àná wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ pé Koiki pé kó jọ bí aràn yín iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ tí mò ń kọkàn ọ̀rọ̀ àná ni mo sọ yìí ìmọ̀ fi gbẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ mo rán wọn padà pé ẹ lọ sort it out ibi tó ti há sọ́hun yẹn náà ní kẹ́ ti lọ sort it out mo ní kódà wọ́n tún send picture ni mo ní momentum sọ ó náà mọ̀ yín dáadáa ẹ̀jọ̀ mọ̀ yín ó máa ń pè yẹn máa ń bá sọ mo ní ó dẹ̀ send picture wa tó bá tún send picture ni kò bá má ṣe yẹn wèrè people ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí social media ẹ̀yà máa lọ jáde èmi sọ pé a máa la Nàìjíríà gọọmenti ránlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa ṣe sùúrù ọ̀ǹtí tí Ìgbòho bá ti gé go ahead àwọn méjì péré ni federal government ń bẹ̀rù Sunday Ìgbòho àti Nnamdi Kanu gbogbo àwa tó kù àwa amásọmọ dání ni aṣọ tó dẹ̀ gbọdọ̀ já òun la mú dání ìwọ wa lọ mú aṣọ tó ti ń fàyà dání orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀ wàá sunkún ẹ̀mí àfẹ́ ẹ̀bọ máyà mú aṣọ Ìgbòho dání lọ mú aṣọ jágajàga dání lọ mú aṣọ tó ní value dání nígbà táwọn ìyá ti wá ń ta léèsì gidi ló ń tà ìwọ wà lọ mú pangolo dání lọ ń pangolo ó máa túmọ̀ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ni Ìgbòho là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni mo sọ Ìgbòho ni wọ́n sọ ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹni ṣoríire ni mo sọ fún yín mad people of my place ẹ̀yẹ̀ ti máa lọ torí kó tó di pé spirit ni máa tún change yẹn máa lọ anthem lẹni mo wá látàwọn ojú mi tẹ̀fẹ̀ rí kankan mọ́ báyìí ti rí mad people of Ìgbòho lẹ wá fi máa fi Ìgbòho federal Haúsá gan mọ̀ pé Ìgbòho gangan ni ẹ̀yin wá ń sọ ẹ lọ mú òfin tùpẹ́ aṣọ dání wọ́n Haúsá gan mọ̀ pé bàbá Akíntóyè ni bìkọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn méjèèjì yẹn wọ́n lẹ̀ pa ni ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè dárin wọn rú ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè dárin ìmọ̀ àti Ìgbòho rú ni mo sọ bó ṣe rí nìyẹn ẹ máa sá ẹ máa jù ú kò ní jẹ́ àárín yẹn ẹ lè dàrú ni mo sọ fún yín mo ti sọ yẹn láti bí ọdún méje nìsín ẹ máa sá ẹ máa jù ni àárín ìmọ̀ àti Ìgbòho kò ní dàrú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè rẹ ni sọ torí pé inú kan la jọ ń lò fúnra wa spirit wa dẹ̀ lọ together kò ní dá fún gbogbo yín. Orílẹ̀-èdè àgbéga ìgbàgbọ́ àti ìbẹ̀rù ìkẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú ọmọ Oòduà bọ̀sù ipò ìwọ mú ìmọ́lẹ̀ ègbò adúláwọ̀ àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ègbò adúláwọ̀. Àwọn òyìnbó mọ̀ páwa nìmọ́lẹ̀ ègbò adúláwọ̀ wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ fi jẹ́ kó gbó èkó jáde ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa ó dẹ̀ máa jáde lápá ọ̀rọ̀ náà ó dàbọ̀.
life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.